to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as we're getting you set for tonight's kickoff between your Perry Maroons visiting the Tonkawa Buccaneers on homecoming night here for the Buccaneers. Tonkawa scheduled Perry for homecoming because they won last year 7-6. They don't know what's coming this year. So it's going to be a totally different ball team. We've got a chance to go through the rest of the year last year and get this system underway. Dawson Padilla didn't play quarterback last year. We didn't have Colby Mendenhall. Austin Reyes wasn't coming on the scene yet. We've got some moving parts that hadn't developed like we've seen them this year thus far. So Coach Kirtley and his staff has got a big chore ahead of them tonight because I'm going to say Perry's going to they're favored by 6, but I'm picking Perry to win big tonight. I really am. Coupled with the loss from last week, they want to get that out of their mouth.
Oh, absolutely. And coming off there's really nothing I can add. I mean, you got the bad taste in your mouth, you lose. Next week you want to come out and just smash somebody in the mouth, and that's what they're going to do. I have a feeling. And then
last year, Tonkawa, like I said, they beat Perry 7-6. Just talked to Coach Bennett. He said, he should have gone for 2 last year on the road, but, rather than kick the extra point, which we tried. But you kick the extra point, you go for 2. Either way, if you miss it, you're at the same spot. So it really didn't really matter at that point, but he still kicks himself because that was the last playoff spot was taken by Tonkawa. They finished 4th in the district. Perry finished 5th last year, and that kept Perry out of the playoffs. Tonkawa, unfortunately, had to go play OCS last year in the first round of the playoffs, and OCS took care of the Buccaneers in first round pretty easily. But I think that's gonna be a shift change this year. Perry is definitely going to be fighting for 2nd and possibly 1st in the district. That's just the way I see it. That's the way my partner sees it this year too, because the district has lost a lot of good players, but we're not discounting Perry's athleticism either. Perry's a lot better team this year as well. They've got skilled players. They've got a quarterback that can sling it. They just got to fine-tune some things, their turnovers, their penalties, and they're going to be a force to reckon with. And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm looking forward to 3 weeks from now when Hennessy comes to town. That's going to be an interesting battle as they come to Perry. Hennessy took the loss last week to Jones, which was kind of a surprise to people, but not really a surprise to me. I thought Hennessy would win that one, but I guess it kind of did surprise me. But it was only 21-17, so they did go up there and they fought with the Jones Longhorns. But turning our attention to tonight, the Tonkawa Buccaneers really didn't get any information from Coach Kirtley and the Tonkawa Buccaneers this year. It's perennially hard to get information from Coach Kirtley. He's just one of those kind of coaches that likes to keep everything, close to the belt and doesn't like to divulge anything. Last year he did give us the starters and he did answer a couple questions, but also coupled with this being homecoming week, they have a ton of things going on here in Tonkawa. They have alumni come in, they have a parade, they have all this other kind of stuff that they do, all these moving parts that he has to take care of. Coach Simpson, which is the AD, and Coach Kirtley, the football coach here, they are so busy during this week, and this is the 2nd year in a row that they've put Perry at their homecoming. So it's not that they're hard to get information from. It's just this week, homecoming week for any coach in any high school football game is just rough. I mean, Coach Bennett is loaded next week for homecoming for ours. So,
right.
But we know some information about Tonkawa. They were 5-5 last year. They did make the playoffs. They were 4th in the district. They faced OCS and got beat in the first round of the playoffs. Last year, Coach Kirtley ran a multiple set, a stacked eye, an eye formation, a double wing, and a spread. But this year, they're kind of doing a little bit more gun action because they're going to have that quarterback back there, number 10, Tucker Alexander. He's dangerous in the fact because if he gets out of the pocket and he gets in the corners, he's dangerous because he's going to get some yards. So we're going to have to really contain him and force him to come up in the pocket, not let him get into the corners, and then he's dangerous. He's in the open field with a DB or a linebacker that he can just make a move on. So they're really trying to go to his level. There was a quarterback here a couple years ago. I can't remember his name, but they did the same thing with him. He was a dual threat quarterback, and he took off a lot. So they're trying to do the same thing with Tucker Alexander. They will pass the ball a little bit, just to keep you honest, but they're going to be a run-oriented team like they always have been. Coach Kirtley has always stuck to the run basics, and he likes to pound it down your throat. I mean, he's come from a tradition-rich football program. Tonkawa perennially was in the state championship, in the semifinals or whatever. They went long runs in Class A before they moved up to 2A. So another thing that Coach Kirtley has, one of his staples, and this is why he's a good football coach, defense wins championships. He is a defensive mind. And you know that for yourself, partner. You play defense. And, I don't know if you know much about Coach Kirtley and Tonkawa, but they are perennially a very good, sound defensive tackling team, and they're sure tackling. They don't let you get any yards after the catch. So it's going to be key when we have those bubble screens today or those stop routes to see if we can continue making those players miss out there on the perimeter.
Absolutely. And I think a key to the game is going to be jumping out early on Tonkawa because, as you said, they will throw some, but they like to run it just much like Stroud. They like to run it, hold on to the ball, keep the clock running. You get out in front 14-0, early, and you can force them to throw, basically, which is something they don't like to do a whole lot of, and that way you can get them out of their game plan. And that's one of my keys for them. I know I'm jumping a little bit ahead with the keys, but that's something I did want to bring up.
Well, talking about their strengths this year, they only have 3 seniors, so they're a very young team in that respect. They graduated a big class last year, but they do have some. I would say a strength right this tonight is Perry's going to have to win the battle in the trenches again tonight. They have a couple guys that are pretty statured. They're not going to be like Stroud. They're not 6'5", 6'7". We're not going to see that anymore this year. No. I mean, we'll see that next year when we go to Stroud again. Well, I don't know. Are they seniors? I think they were seniors, weren't they?
Close was a senior, but
okay. The other one was a junior.
65 was a junior.
Okay, that's right.
The big D tackle.
But we're not going to see any of that happen this year. But I want to mention number 73, Brian Jordan. He's a senior. He's a 6'1", 270 offensive lineman, defensive lineman. He's a state qualifier in wrestling. He's a very good wrestler. He's a big body. Going to be forced to be reckoned with to be blocked tonight, and you're going to have to block him also on that defensive line. That's Dakota Gary, the center. He's 5'9", 237. He's a big, stocky guy. He's the center. He's a good guy that's going to plow the area for Owen Simpson and Chase Pfluger and Tucker Alexander and all the other ones that are going to be in there for the Buccaneers. So the weaknesses is the youth. The youth is really showing up so far. In the year, they got drubbed by Luther 34-12 earlier this year. They beat Blackwell 8-6 last week. We beat Blackwell 22-6. So if you compare apples to apples, I don't know if you can. And then they had, I can't remember who else they played earlier this year, but they are 1-2. Who was their win? I can't remember. Oh, it was Blackwell, but who was their other loss? It was Luther, and I want to say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh gosh, who was it? I can't remember. But it wasn't an extreme loss. But they're 1-2. But Luther, we played Luther. If you go with common opponents last year, we played Luther last year. We beat them at home, and they got beat by Luther 34-12. And we do a lot of things that Luther does now too. We're really spreading the ball out, and you're going to hear that in the pregame interview with Coach, as we're going to really try to balance the attack more this year and not just rely on Colby, because a lot of people's going to be keying on him.
Absolutely.
Coach Kirtley knows everything he knows about Perry. He's been in the district, so he knows what's going to happen. He's watched film, but there's a different Perry team coming to town. I'm sure he's aware of it. It's going to be interesting to see his defensive schemes tonight and what he's going to do to adjust to the new schemes that Perry's going to throw at him tonight as well. Players to watch: number 10, Tucker Alexander, the quarterback. Number 22, Owen Simpson. He's also a state qualifier wrestler, a state champion as well. So he'll be at tailback tonight, running back. Chase Pfluger will be a running back there as well. You look at the receivers: number 85, Mercer, and number 86, Lane Summers. They're big guys out there. They go 6'1" and 5'11", respectively out there. Then you have Rustin Martin. He's a freshman. He's number 1. He'll be a starting receiver. Those are kind of your skill players that you're going to watch for this tonight, and the ones we're going to be calling, and that's what you're going to be hearing a lot this evening. So those are some of the players to look for. That's a look at the Tonkawa Buccaneers, what we've seen on film, and what I've come to accustomed with for over the past 3 years with watching this Tonkawa team. They don't do anything flashy. They stick with their guns on defense, and that's what you get with Tonkawa. So it's just going to see how Perry relates to it this year, and hopefully I think it's going to be a totally different story than last year. Perry, they still have that in the back of their mind, even though the seniors that graduated, they got beat 7-6 last year. I mean, that's hard to take.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, anyways, but that's a look at the Tonkawa Buccaneers. We're going to take our second timeout. We'll come back with a pregame interview with Coach Bennett. You're listening to Perry Marine Football on Triple Play Sports.
The world needs a lot of energy to run, so we care about where and how it's produced. At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work, because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
Hey, football fans, the crunch, crack, and bang of bones go along with gridiron football. But where do you go when your bones take a hit? Turn to Stillwater's own Ortho Oklahoma. As bone and joint specialists, our board-certified orthopedic physicians join physical therapists and nurses to treat your injuries with hometown friendliness and expert care. At Ortho Oklahoma, we are keeping you together. Learn more at orthook.com or call 405-707-0900.
At Stillwater Medical Center, we're asking for more.
From our nurses
and our staff. We're devoting ourselves to providing unhurried and compassionate care.
Our mission is simple, to perfect the patient experience.
It's everything you expect from a major medical center.
With all the things that you love about a hometown hospital. Learn more about our mission at stillwatermedical.com.
Just like the Perry Maroons football team practices hard and plays even harder, Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick of Perry works 24/7 to provide customers with the very best selection and service. Right now, we're offering a special oil change, filter, and tire rotation for $29.95 and only $69.95 for a diesel oil and filter change. Yes, Vance Chevrolet Buick GMC of Perry, family owned and operated for 19 years, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
Baby, here I am, I'm the man on the scene. I can give you what you want.
Hello, Brock.
Try this again.
Analyze the film.
There it is.
We say what we did. We try to make the corrections for the things we did wrong. Obviously, we lost. So I put that blame on me. Obviously, I'll take the blame when we lose because obviously I'm the head coach. But when we win, the kids won. So I'll take complete blame for that. Obviously, it'd be nice to win. Be nice to like I told the kids right now, we're districts is what really matters the most, and we're ready. We just gotta we gotta be mentally prepared for tonight and cut down on mental mistakes. And that's what will it's up to us if we want to win or lose. If we cut down on our mental mistakes, I think we'll be successful.
Well, it seems like week one is heavy on the run, Colby, and let's sprinkling of Garrett in there. Mix in with pass plays because we're getting district play, and the district's going to try to take Colby out. They're going to really try to key on him, thinking that's the only weapon we have. Is that down the road?
It's always the problem. In a perfect world, you want to be 50-50. But obviously, some games you're not. Our mentality on the Crescent game, we wanted to throw a little bit more. Obviously, the scoreboard affected that. So obviously, we didn't want to really act like we're trying to run up the score, and that's some of the key for game two. Game one, we just wanted to keep it balanced more or less. Obviously, a couple mental mistakes at game two. Of course, the hour delay killed us. I think our momentum.
It's just a weird game.
Weird game, rival. You never know what to expect with a rival either. But that's our main goal. And a lot of the packages that we have, it's a run pass play. We just got to make the right reads and read it right, and so we can be successful.
Well, let's talk about last week. Obviously, it was an emotional start with Afghanistan. Tell us how that might have affected the team, and also what reaction did Andrew have when he saw his brother at midfield?
I don't think it had any, discouraging reactions. I don't think it was a distraction. I think Andrew was happy. Shoot, man, he hadn't seen his brother in over a year. That's exciting. I was excited for him. And that's what we teach. We teach these guys. Family's more important than a football game. And that's. I'm just glad we were able to do it. I'm glad that it was successful, and I'm I was glad to be a part of it, and I know some of our coaching staffs was glad to be a part of it. Even Strout, man, Strout was excited.
Yeah, they were all on
I mean,
board. I wish
they
we could have saw Andrew Jackson, but he had a helmet on.
Right. I mean, you know, Strout was very supportive of it, and you know, Coach Erickson, he gets it, and he's a great guy, and obviously, you know, it was exciting.
I can attest to Coach Ullrich. He's a great coach. He said if you need anything going forward, let me know. And, you know, I wished him luck on the season. He even asked if there's a place where he could listen to the game. And I said, yeah, you can listen to it, and we're going to have a TV broadcast as well. And he goes, oh, you're radio and TV? You're big time. And I said, oh, we kind of try. So, but let's focus on Tonkawa now. Obviously, Coach Kirtley, a legend here. He's been here a long time, Tonkawa back in the Class A days. A big defensive coach. He's really big on that. But they don't do anything real flashy. Let's assess Tonkawa this year defensively and offensively, and what's the game plan against them?
Well, I mean, to me, they're going to do what they've always done. You know, last year their defense, it hadn't changed much. Of course, personnel changed because they graduated a lot last year. And they're a young team too. Offensive-wise, they've actually put in a little bit more gun. Last year, I don't think they did any gun at all. You know, not against us. You know, they're more two-back, let's run it down your throat. And they're still going to try to do that too. But they're trying to throw in a little bit of passing as well, you know, just because, you know, that'll help them in the long run as well because everybody's going to stack up against them. But, you know, all in all, I mean, it's Tonkawa. You know, their defense has probably been the same before I got to Perry. And, you know, and it still is. I mean, you know, those kids aren't very big, but, man, they play hard. I mean, he gets them to play hard. And obviously, that's what makes you a good coach. You get kids to play hard before you kind of he does.
Well, watching some of the film, the guy that's most dangerous to me offensively is the quarterback, Tucker Alexander. It looks like he can get out of the pocket, and when he gets out of the pocket, he's kind of a force to be reckoned with. Is that the game plan to keep him contained, make him step in the pocket, and not let him get on the corners?
Yeah, we worked a lot of the scramble drill this week just because, I mean, he's more dangerous when he starts scrambling. And he's a good little athlete. And that's one thing we emphasize this week. I mean, obviously, is some of their passing stuff, some of their formation stuff, because they get in a lot of different formations. But we also, you know, we emphasize the scramble drill, which will help our guys to hopefully be successful against when he does scramble.
Well, now let's talk about the keys to the game tonight to get the first victory in district. Go 3-1 on the year. Give me 3 keys to tonight's game to get the victory against the Buccaneers.
Obviously, play good defense, and so far we have this year. We just need to stay with it and keep it up. Obviously, cut down the mental mistakes, you know, offense and defensively still, because we still had some mental breakdowns on defense last week. But obviously, cut down on those, and man, ball security. I mean, you know, we gotta hang on the football, and we gotta create some turnovers too, because that always helps too when you win that turnover rush.
Well, defensively, we're doing good. We're giving about 223 a game, I think, passing and receiving, or passing and rushing, but you just mentioned it, the stagnant statistic for our team is 7 fumbles, and we've fumbled 8 times. So that's got to have to change. And definitely, as we get into district, they're going to start, you know, they're going to start keying in on that kind of stuff because, you know, if a running back's holding the ball way out there or whatever, these district teams are taught well going forward in our district to get the ball.
Well, and that's the key. I mean, obviously we won all the time, but, you know, you look at the Stroud film, we had a drive going and all of a sudden we fumble or something bad would happen, or a penalty would shoot us off in the foot, and we can't have that. I mean, we got to be mentally sound, we got to be mentally focused, and we got to just play football, have fun. I mean, it's a fun game to play, and we just got to get after it tonight.
Well, now it's your time to gloat. We get to the coaches' picks, and yes, you took the lead. You're 8-1. I'm 7-2. I lost the Miami-Nebraska game, but not by much. Miami came and played at Lincoln. They only lost by 10, so you got to give it to me a little bit there. But Nebraska got the win. You got both the wins. OU won against West Virginia. So let's turn to this week. Obviously, my Cowboys were really sloppy last night, but they got the win. But Texas State at Tulsa and Illinois at Nebraska. What's your picks? I know, really.
Texas
State. They're first year in the American
Texas.
Conference.
At Tulsa. Oh,
Bobcats.
wow. Flip a quarter. I'm going to go Texas State. Why not? Bobcats. Illinois and Nebraska. Oh, man. I'll go with Nebraska again.
You think?
Yeah, I am. I'm 3-0 with those guys, but you know, but yeah, I'll go with Nebraska.
I'll take the Bobcats and the Huskers as well. So, you got one more thing to tell us before we get out here.
Yeah, Unfortunately, and I know this may be news to a lot of people, Mr. Davis is in a car wreck this afternoon. So, we would like, to keep them in prayers, the family in prayers, obviously, with us tonight, because to me that's more important in this game. So, if we could just keep his family and those guys in prayer, it would really help.
You're going to have all the prayers in the world with this community behind you, Perry. We do everything. We're family. It's just how it is. It's always going to be. But thanks for taking some time with us, and good luck tonight. Get the first district win and that third win on the year.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Your Perry Maroon head football coach with the pregame interviews. Keep it right here, because on the other side of the break, we're going to have the district roundup and some area teams that we're going to focus on, that we're going to be watching for. Then we'll have another break. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening kickoff. Perry Maroon's visiting the Tonkawa Buccaneers on their homecoming night, trying to give them a spoil. Well, not really a spoil. They're trying to upset them on their homecoming night. So you're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Vehicles for both. Approval, processing, and closing can usually be done the same day. Receive a $50 gas certificate after closing on an auto or boat loan of $5,000 or more. Apply at your convenience with our online consumer loan application at bankfbt.com. Offer expires September 30th, 2014. All offers subject to credit approval. First Bank and Trust Company, for all of life. Member FDIC.
Hey, Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst, and let your fears disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
Duty, neighbors united for the common good. Honor, the faith that dedication to a noble cause is right, just, and good. Country, a vow to support our nation's people during desperate times. Duty, honor, country. We're the Army National Guard. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
Army National Guard, you can.
Sponsored by the Oklahoma National Guard. Aired by the Oklahoma Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, this is Brock Campbell, owner of Campbell Communications. I'd like to take this time right now to thank our contributing sponsors for the 2014 Perry Maroon football season. DLS Spinning and Design, Here It Is, Hair Naturally, The Pin Network, and Thorn Originals. Thank you for your generosity, love, and support of Campbell Communications and the Perry Maroons. Without you, our broadcasts are not possible. Thanks again, and go Maroons!
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, and we're turned to district roundup. We're going to go over some area teams in the district as the district starts tonight, and all districts in the classes of Oklahoma. First off, Alva is going to be at Hennessy, and good luck to the Goldbucks tonight. Hennessy 2-1. They're number 3 in 2A. Alva 0-3 on the year. Chisholm will take on Newkirk. We'll go to Newkirk, take on the Tigers 1-2. Chisholm 2-1. Blackwell will be going to Pawnee, and they might actually get their second win tonight. But I'm going to give Pawnee a little bit of an edge since it's there. Those are about a 1-2 team. So Pawnee at Blackwell, and then of course your Perry Maroons here at Tonkawa. Perry comes in 2-1, number 25 in Class 2A. Tonkawa 1-2, not ranked in 2A. The scores of last week: Hobart all over Alva, 37-8. Hennessy took the defeat to Jones at Jones, 21-17. Tonkawa beat Blackwell at Blackwell, 8-6. O'Keene took on Newkirk, went to Newkirk, won 10-0. Pawnee all over Yale last week, 66-28. Chisholm got drubbed, and I told you, partner, Thomas Fay Custer is for real, and they killed the Longhorns 41-12, and then Stroud took down your Maroons 28-14. Other areas of interest as we have the national anthem, as we're going to just continue. The U.S. Grant Generals, they're 0-3, will take on the 3-0 number 7 Stillwater Pioneers. And I'm going to break here for the national anthem as we've got it right now. So we'll just take a break. Keep it right here, Kevin.
When you walk through a hospital's doors, you have high expectations.
Okay.
At Stillwater Medical Center, our physicians, nurses, and staff understand.
And we're ready to accommodate you. Our team provides the personal care you expect from a hometown hospital.
And supports it with cutting-edge medical technology.
It's the patient experience perfected.
Learn more about our mission at stillwatermedical.com.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
Gotta let that get to the drum part. You gotta let it go. Welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Kim alongside Mike Shaw as we are getting ready to get the opening kickoff started. I'm going to keep going through our area schools here. Stillwater 3-0 taking on U.S. Grant tonight in Stillwater. Stillwater beat Edmond North 28-7. Guthrie's going to Bishop McGinnis to take on the 2-1 Fighting Irish. Guthrie 3-0. They took down Sand Springs 23-20 last week. Cushing 2-1. We'll go to Newkirk and battle this number 17 Perkins Tryon Demons 2-1. Last week Perkins got beat by Hera 54-27. Coach Bennett's alma mater. Mounds, the Golden Eagles 3-0 will go to Morrison and take on the 3-0 number 9 ranked Class A Morrison Wildcats. Morrison defeated Oklahoma Bible 36-21. Covington Douglas 2-1 will take on the Claremore Christian Warriors. They're going to go take on them at Claremore Christian. So that what a trip there for Covington. That's in Claremore, so that's a long drive. That's 2-1. Covington beat Copan last week 34-0. In Class B, 1-2, the South Coffeyville Lions are going to dip down into from Kansas to Oklahoma, and they're going to take on the 1-2 Garber Wolverines just right up the road. Davenport took down Garber 38-6. As it looks in the district right now, it's Hennessy, Perry, Chisholm, Tonkawa, Pawnee, Newkirk, and Alva. But Hennessy, Perry, Chisholm all have identical records at 2-1. Tonkawa, Pawnee, and Newkirk have 1-2 records. Alva 0-3, of course, on the year. We're going to go right into our starting lineups, brought to you by First Bank and Trust Company. And first for the Perry offense, the quarterback, number 13, the 6'1", 155 sophomore Dawson Padilla. Tailback, number 7, 5'9", 160-pound sophomore Colby Mendenhall. At the fullback position, number 42, 6'3", 230 senior Garrett Byer. The Z wide receiver, number 1, 5'11", 185 senior Braden Sweet. The X receiver, number 20, 5'11", 180 senior Joe Rupp. Tight end, number 5, 6', 190 sophomore Austin Reyes. Left tackle, number 71, 6', 210 senior Matt Jones. Left guard, number 52, 6', 190 senior Dylan Buck. Center, number 70, 5'11", 240 sophomore Parker Goschak. The right guard, number 73, 5'11", 225 senior Barrett Swant. And the right tackle, number 56, 6'3", 215 senior Andrew Randall. On the Perry Maroon defense, number 40, the defensive tackles, Garrett Byer and Andrew Randall. The nose guard will be Parker Goschak. The linebackers, outside linebackers, will be Devin Blancett, the number 55, 5'11", 185 senior, and Austin Reyes also on the other outside linebacker. Inside linebackers, Dylan Buck, and at number 6, 5'10", 180 senior Brian Hatfield. Cornerbacks for Perry is going to be Colby Mendenhall and number 15, the 5'8", 135 sophomore Drake Dell. Free safety Joe Rupp and strong safety Braden Sweet. So that's the lineups for Perry. Now we're going to go to the lineups for Tonkawa. These are projected lineups. We didn't get any information from Tonkawa, so we're just going to project it. Quarterback position, number 10, 5'9", 158 junior Tucker Alexander. Running back, number 22, 5'8", 125 senior Owen Simpson. The other running back, number 27, 5'7", 155 junior Chase Pfluger. Wide receiver, number 1, 6'1", 151 freshman Rustin Martin. The other wide receiver, number 86, 5'11", 130 junior Lane Summers. Tight end, number 6, 6'2", 180 junior Kramer Britton. Left tackle, number 74, 6'5", 260 sophomore Josh Davis. The left guard, number 40, and I don't have who that is. Where's my trustee? I don't think that's going to be him because he's not on the line, so we don't have a left guard. Center, projected number 63, 5'9", 237 junior Dakota Guerra. Right guard, number 73, 6'1", 270 senior Brian Jordan. Right tackle, number 53, 5'7", 196 sophomore Rigo Perez. Defensively, have no idea, but we think on the line is going to be Brian Jordan. Linebackers think it's going to be Owen Simpson, Chase Pfluger, Alex Esch, number 34, 5'8", 132 junior. We saw him last year. The other linebacker, number 61, 5'9", 160 sophomore, Anthony Ingmeyer. The cornerback, number 85, 6'1", 146 sophomore, Jonathan Mercer. And the other cornerback, Lane Summers. Free safety, Rustin Martin. So those are kind of the projected starters that we think are going to happen tonight. We're going to go over little stats here before we get over the game, and we'll go into the keys here in a minute. Perry is 31 of 61 passing this year, 384, completion percentage of 50%, yards per completion 12.4, passing yards a game 128 for the Maroons, passing touchdowns 3. Dawson Padilla is 5th in Class 2A with 384 yards passing on the year thus far. Rushing the ball, 90 rushes for 609 yards, yards per carry 6.8, so almost averaging 7 yards a carry, 203 per game, yards per game. Had a rushing long of 91. Kobe Mendenhall second in Class 2A with 533 yards. He also has 48 points by himself. Rushing yards, 609 for the Maroons. Passing yards, 384. Receiving yards, 384. Total yards this year for 1377. Total yards per game, Perry's averaging about 203. Defensive tackle, we're doing really good defense. We're averaging about 100. We have 115 tackles this year. Tackles per game about 39. So that's what's going on, and I don't have the rest of my information because I had some more defensive stats. But Perry's given up about 223 on defense per game. It kind of ballooned last week with the rushing yards that Stroud had last week on us, so it kind of ballooned a little bit. But still, 223 per game, you can live with that in Class 2A. Stroud has put the most points up on you at 28. Blackwell had 6. Crescent had 7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got one team that kind of just ballooned the stats on you, but overall, Perry's playing very good defensively. Got to shore some things up in the secondary, but we should see that happen as we get into district play, Mike.
Absolutely, and Stroud is a team like Air Force. They're going to run so much that they're going to get their yards. And it's like Texas Tech in the air. They're going to get their yards. So, you don't like it, but you kind of live with it and know that that's going to be what they're going to do anyway.
So we're going to go ahead and move to the keys to the game as we got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go before we get the game started. Let's go 3 keys to tonight's game, Mike, for the Maroons to get victory number 3 on the year and go 1-0 in district.
My first key is, like I said, alluded to earlier, come out hot, get up to a 7-0, 14-0 lead early on to force Tonkawa to go into another aspect of their game. Another thing is these small, squatty offensive and defensive linemen, don't let them get their hands on you. Get to them quicker, and because once they get their hands on you, they're really strong and they can throw you off. And another is ball security. That's my third key.
My keys, I'm going to add in here sure tackling. Tonkawa likes to break tackles. That's what they go on the yak yardage, meaning yards after the catch or yards after the rush. I guess that'd be yar.
Yeah, that's what I think they call it.
It is what it's yar. It's nothing redneck here, but that's what it's called. It's yar. Yeah, yards after rush and yards after catch. Sure tackling, gang tackling, pursuing to the ball, containing Tucker Alexander, making him get in the pocket. Don't let him get on the corners and containing because he's dangerous once he gets on either corner because he can make you miss in space. Also, we say it every week, and I'm going to say it every week until we get it right. We've got to limit turnovers. We've got ball security. We've got it's not interceptions. It's fumbles. We've fumbled 8 times. We've given it back to him 7 this year so far. So that's not a good percentage you want to have in the turnover department for Perry. So if we shore up those things, this Perry team is much better than this Tonkawa team they're playing. Tonkawa is way overmatched. And if Perry plays like they can, this should be an easy victory for Perry.
I agree with partner 100%.
As the Perry Maroons come to the sideline and everybody rises, we're on the side this week. We're on our side. We're in the midst of family, so when we make calls or getting excited, we're not going to get looked at like what do you getting mad at us. And because in Crescent and Blackwell, everybody, we're going to say some Blackwell. We got to know people in Blackwell after that hour delay.
Rain,
But in Crescent, remember we got the looks. We're like, what are you cheering for? And as I'm calling Colby's runs and. So anyways, we're on our side. We've got a nice crowd from Perry. It's just probably about a 25-30 minute drive from Perry. I got a nice crowd. Got the band to my right, got the film to my right, got the coaches to my left, in the booth beside us. So if you hear any extra mumbo jumbo, that's the coaches. So it's not us. But I didn't see who won the toss, but it looks like Tonkawa may be lining up to kick the ball, so they must have won the toss and deferred. So I think Perry's going to get the ball to start as we're just underway. Going to welcome you to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, bringing you live coverage from Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Perry visiting Tonkawa, taking on the Tonkawa Buccaneers here on their homecoming night, the same as last year, as Perry took the defeat on their homecoming 7-6. So we're going to see what Perry comes out with this year. We're thinking it's going to be a much different result, but that's why you play the games, partner. And it looks like Tonkawa did defer, so they will kick off. And I don't see the number here.
I think it's 73. I think it's
73.
He was kicking off before the game.
That is Brian Jordan. That's the senior. There's the kick. He puts a boot into it. It's going to be taken by Austin Reyes at the 30. Crosses the 35 right at the middle. 40, 45, and he's going to be hit hard right there at the 45-yard line. So great field position for Perry to start with, Mike, at the Tonkawa 45.
Exactly, and this is going to go right into it. You go down, get a short field, go down and score, and get up 7-0.
As we get 1st and 10, Dawson Padilla brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. We've got 4 receivers set, actually 5 receivers set, 3 to the far side, 2 to the near. We got trips to the far, 2 to the near side. That's the Perry Maroon side. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun all by himself. Got a receiver coming in motion. That's Colby Mendenhall. Takes a snap, throws it down the center, the line of scrimmage. That's Drake Dell. Catches it, falls forward to about the 46-yard line. Got 1. So we'll call it 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Maroons. And just a little go route there, and very well defense there by Tonkawa as they had Drake Dell in space and just limited his yards. Now we got a 4 receiver set, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set in the shotgun formation. Padilla getting ready to take the snap. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Colby Mendenhall around the left side. Gets away from 1 defender. Gets across the 50, 45, and he got a flag, and it's going to be a block in the back, and it's going to come back, it looks like. And the flag was thrown well behind Colby, and it really probably didn't need to occur, but unfortunately it's going to be a hold, actually. It's going to be a hold on Perry, and they threw it about, I would say, the 48, 47-yard line, partner, and that's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Maroons.
Good play by Colby breaking the initial tackle from Kramer Britton around the left side. Just a simple draw, and Colby do the rest. And it's a shame we got that penalty and negate the run.
And from the spot of the foul, it was from midfield, so they'll bring the ball back to the 40-yard line. So we're just going to call it a 6-yard penalty on the foul. So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 15 for the Maroons. 4 receiver set, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set behind in the pistol formation. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun takes a snap. Going to give it to Colby Mendenhall right at the middle. He's got room. 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He's gone. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Perry. And that is a 60-yard touchdown run by Colby Mendenhall. And there's lightning striking right there, and that's what we needed first, Mike.
Exactly. First minute of the game when we get a touchdown. That's what we needed tonight. Start out high.
And that's what we needed to see. I mean, that was right at the gut. It's like our hats on your hats and see if you could stop it. And that was a huge, huge hole, Mike.
Yeah, you drive a Mack truck through that hole, John Madden used to say.
So that's going to be with 11:02 very quickly as we go for 2 here. Colby Mendenhall behind Dawson. He's going to get the snap. He's going to go around the left side. He's in for the 2-point conversion easily. 8-0 Perry. And that's quickly 8-0 as the Maroons strike first with 11:02 in the first quarter. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Hey, Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Mike, we wanted a fast start. We got one, partner, and that was not fair. As great blocking by the senior offensive line for Perry.
Absolutely, run a little bit of a delayed draw and open up the holes by the offensive line. Got on their blocks and then let Colby do the rest. And angles. People had angles on him, partner.
Wrong angles. We said they were wrong. As a high pooch kick by Garrett Byer going to be taken by the up man. He fumbles it, picks it up at the 30. He's going to be hit right there and driven back, and Tonkawa is going to take over from their own 28-yard line. But look, the ball may have came out. They're going to spot it down, I think. So I think we're going to just keep it right here. The ball did not come out. So Tonkawa will have it 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it. And Perry did not have a first down on that first drive, so I have nothing to write down except on our scoring drive. So we're going to keep that a little bit better. And Tonkawa will come to the line of scrimmage. Tucker Alexander underneath center. 4-receiver set. Different set for Tonkawa. Now he's going to motion back in the shotgun. I think Chase Pfluger's flanking him. Gets a snap. He missed the read. Now he's going to take it himself around the right side, and he's going to hit, and he's going to get across the 30 to maybe the 33-yard line. That'll be a pickup of maybe 4 yards. Let me make sure that, that is Tucker Alexander. He got to the 33 from the 29, so we'll give him a 4-yard pickup. So we'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Buccaneers. Tucker Alexander brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. 2 receiver set to the far side, 1 to the near. I formation. Now they're going to motion back into the shotgun formation, almost like a diamond, a half diamond that is. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to, I think that's Owen Simpson. He gets across the 35, falls forward to about the 36. He'll give him a pickup of 3 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 upcoming for Tonkawa. And that's what we're going to see with Tonkawa. They're nothing flashy. I don't know who had that carry. It might have been 34. I think it was. No, it wasn't 34. I think it's Owen Simpson.
I think you had it. Simpson. I just having to write the names in for Tonkawa here.
3rd and 3 for Tonkawa. Alexander brings it to the set. Now motions back to the shotgun. 2 receiver set to the far, 1 to the near. Half diamond formation again. Gets the snap. Hands it to the first man through. Driving to the 39. He had to get to the 39. He's right there at the sticks. Going to be close to a first down. They're calling it 4th down. On the carry was number 27. That's Chase Pfluger. So it's going to be 4th and inch. No, they gave him the first down. First down for Tonkawa. The one ref signaled 4th down, and Coach Bennett he's having a little conversation with him. That's the first 3rd down conversion of the night, and they're 1 for 1. Tonkawa is. That's the first down, first of the night as well, and 1st and 10 for Tonkawa at their own 39. But nothing flashy. I mean, they're a run control, a ball control offense, and we've got a timeout. Coach Kirtley didn't like something, and he's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with him. We'll get the timeouts out of the way. 9:02 left to go in the first quarter. 8-0, Perry on top. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on AAA Sports.
To win football games, it takes great coaching, hard work, and talent. To stay in business for 19 years, Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick of Perry has valued its customers, providing them with friendly, outstanding service and the best prices around. Our customers tell us we're a comfortable place to buy a car. If you haven't experienced the Vance Perry difference, come by for a visit. You'll be glad you did. Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick, family owned and operated for 19 years, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. It's 8-0 early in this one. 9:02 to go in the first quarter. Perry leads 8-0. 60-yard touchdown run by Colby Mendenhall. He added the 2-point conversion. That's where we stand. Tonkawa has a 1st and 10 at their own 39. Tucker Alexander brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers set to the far side, the Tonkawa side, 1 to the near. Now he's back to pass. He throws short. It's caught. That's by number 6 across the 40, 45, and he's going to be hit down hard about the 49-yard line. Almost a pickup of 10. We'll give him about 9.5. That was number 6, correct?
Number 1.
Number 1. That was Rustin Martin, the freshman.
He's a good-looking freshman.
And he's starting for a reason, partner. He's a big dude for a freshman. He's 6'1", 151. He's still got to put a little meat on him. He's got a couple years to put some meat on him. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, down the road.
I agree.
But that was a completion. Good for about 9 yards. Brings up 2nd and 1 for Tonkawa. 2 receivers set to the far side, 1 to the near. I formation. Now motioning back to the shotgun. Half diamond. Alexander. Now we have a receiver come in motion. That's Alex S. And he gets the snap. He's going to hand it to the running back around the right side. He gets across the 45. It gets to the 40, and that's going to be a first down for Tonkawa. They're 2nd of the night, and that's going to be an 11-yard pickup. And on the carry, that was number Can't tell what number that is.
22 maybe?
22. If that's 22, that's Owen Simpson, and that's first down for Tonkawa. They're second of the night.
Sorry, partner. I'm trying to just get all these names
It's
into the stat sheet here, so that's why I'm being quiet.
My eyes are going, so I'm trying to deal with these numbers, but they're orange numbers on black jerseys. You think it'd be easier, but it's not for these old eyes. So 2 receivers set, 1 receiver set to the near, to the far. Now back into the half diamond is Alexander. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Chase Pfluger right up the middle. Gets across the 40. Then he's going to be wrestled down to about the 38-yard line. We'll give him 2 yards on the pickup, so to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Buccaneers.
Spencer Hartwig in on the tackle. That was a great tackle by Spencer, allowing him to go a couple yards, I guess. But he got off his block well and filled the hole adequately as they stopped it for a 3-yard run.
7:20 to go in the first period. 8-0 Perry on top, but Tonkawa driving. 3 receiver set. Trips to the near side, 1 to the far side. 1 back set. Now motioning back into the pistol formation is Alexander, the junior quarterback. Gets a snap, gives it right up the middle, and that is to Owen Simpson, and he's a state qualifier wrestler, and he gets out of the grass, across the 35, falls forward to about the 28, and that's a pickup of 9 yards and a first down for Tonkawa. Boy, sure tackling is one of the keys, and right now we're not doing it, partner.
I agree, partner, and I think that was actually Chase Pfluger again.
Oh, that was Pfluger? Okay.
Yeah.
They all have the same build.
They really do.
So, as it's first down and 10 at the 29-yard line, they gave him a pickup of, they gave him 9 on that one. So it's first down and 10. Tonkawa controlling the clock net right now with the run game. Alexander under center, going to drop back to the half diamond formation. 2 receivers set at the far, 1 to the near. Takes a snap. He's going to give it to the first man through, and I think that is Owen Simpson. It is. Gets across the 25 and hit right back down right there. Got to pick up a 4. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Tonkawa.
Just like we talked about, partner, methodical. Run middle, run right, run left. I mean,
it's a ball control offense. This is what Coach Hickson had before Coach Bennett came in. And for Tonkawa, it works. It makes the games ugly, and it limits your opportunities to get points on the board, too. 2 receivers set to the far, 1 to the near for the Buccaneers. Now back in the half diamond again. We've used that a lot so far. Snap is given, and handoff now to Owen Simpson. Crosses the 25, falls forward to about the 23. Give him a pickup of 2. We'll bring up 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Buccaneers. And it's nothing special.
No, it's not even sweeps. It's 23. It's 22. It's off the guard and off the center, even 21 and 22 dives.
5:39 to go in the first quarter. Call it 3rd and 4. I only gave him a pickup of 2 there.
Simpson on the carry, wasn't it? Yeah.
Simpson. So we'll give him a pickup of 2. So 3rd and a short 4 for the Buccaneers. They're 1-1 on 3rd down conversions so far. 2 receivers to 1 to the near, 1 to the far. Got a tight end over there in the slot. Half diamond formation. Alexander takes a snap. He's going to give it on the misdirection to number 2. Gets across the 25, and he's going to be dumped down at the 20, really close to the first down. He needed to get to the 19, and I don't think they, or did they give it to him? The carry was Kobe Mora, the 5'9", 150 sophomore, and they didn't give it to him. 4th and inches. Good pursuit for Perry because partner at first he had the corner, but the speed of the Perry defense showed right there.
Absolutely, that's part of the reason they have been going up the middle on most of their runs. Is Perry's speed is tough to handle sometimes.
They're looking at it. They may measure. They are going to measure here. 4th and inches.
Bringing out the chain gang.
5:13 to go in the quarter, the first quarter that is. 8-0 early. Perry with lightning that struck really fast on their first drive. Covered 3. It was 3 plays, covered 55 yards, but it was a 60-yard touchdown run based on a penalty.
Short.
And Colby Mendenhall added the 2-point conversion. They are short. Oh, they gave it to him.
Bad angle, I guess.
That was a bad angle. They gave him the first down.
Even
and
my binoculars a little short.
They're 2 of 2. 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversion, and they've got 4 first downs on the night compared to Perry's none, but Perry hasn't needed one yet. So they'll be first down and 10 from the Perry 19-yard line. Let's see if Perry can stiffen up right here.
That's what we talked about. They're working on a 6-minute drive right now.
Alexander brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers set to the far near side, 1 to the near. Actually, no receivers to the near. or 2 to the near, 1 to the none to the far. Now back to pass Tucker Alexander, rolling to his right. Now he's flush. He throws across his body. It's complete. Wide open. The ball comes loose, and it's going to be recovered.
I think it might have gone out of bounds.
It might have gone out of bounds. I didn't see who got the reception.
Didn't either.
I think it was number 6, and if it's number 6, it's Kramer Britton. It was number 6 out there, Kramer Britton. He gets the ball down from the 19 to, we'll call it the 8-yard line. So they gave him a pickup of 11 yards and another first down for Tonkawa. Their 5th of the night. So first and goal from the 8-yard line for the Buccaneers. 2 receivers set to the near side. That's Perry side, 1 to the far. I formation. See if they motion back. They will motion back the shotgun formation. Half diamond now.
Really favoring that formation.
Gets the snap. He's going to give it to his first one through. That's Simpson. He crosses maybe to the 6-yard line. They might have given. I think they gave him the 6. So we'll give him a pickup of 2. Second and goal from the 6 for the Tonkawa Buccaneers. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. Perry leads 8-0, but Tonkawa knocking on the door. Need a turnover here. Be nice. Got 2 receivers coming to the near side, 1 to the far for the Buccaneers. I formation once again. Alexander under center. He fakes again back to the half diamond. Owen Simpson back behind him. Takes a snap, had motion, but no call. Rolling to his right, throws into the end zone. It's right at the goal line. It's caught right at the goal line. It's going to be 3rd and goal as it's complete to Pfluger. That was, which one was it, Cameron or Chase?
I think it was Cameron.
I think it was Cameron Pfluger. He's short of the goal line. He's right at the 1-yard line, so 3rd and goal upcoming for the Buccaneers. Let's see if Perry can make a stand. You know what's going to come. It's just going to. I'm calling it right up the middle, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Long look in from the sideline for the play call by the Buccaneers offense.
You got to dig in deep.
Still not knowing they're going to take a timeout. Second timeout charged to the Buccaneers. 3rd and goal. We're going to keep it right here. And, partner, they're not – we said this in the pregame. We can't emphasize enough. They're not doing anything flashy. They're just doing what they do. It's kind of a boring offense, but it controls the clock. It keeps your much dangerous offense off the field. We see this with Army, with the Air Force. We see not West Virginia, Georgia Tech, those kind of teams. And it makes the game look ugly, and that's why Tonkawa is in every game once they get to district play every year in and year out, because that's what they do.
Right. And, they've got the horses up front. They're not as big as Stroud, but they got a couple of kids that are pretty good size. And they're just, right now, they're just beating Perry at the point of attack.
Now, if you have any scores of interest tonight from the district as we get started in district play tonight, go ahead and text those to us, 405-204-4246, 405-204-4246, or Mike, your number?
405-826-6408. It's like Stroud and Okima are tied in the first quarter.
And Stroud was supposed to kill Okima tonight. We'll keep an eye on Twitter. If you haven't followed Scott Wright in Oklahoma, he's a really good one to follow on Twitter. He gets scores every Friday from everywhere. Cushing way on top of Perkins. They're hammering Perkins 28-7 in the second quarter, so that one must have started at 7.
Yeah, I bet so.
So 3rd and goal for Tonkawa. We're out of the timeout. I formation, 1 receiver set to the far side, and no receivers to the far, 1 to the near. I formation again for Tonkawa. Alexander under center. See if he motions back in the shotgun again. He's going to have the receiver come in motion. That's Rustin Martin. He comes in motion to the left. Now he's going to take it and give it to the first man through, and he's in for the touchdown. And I didn't see what number that was. That was 27. Chase Pfluger on the carry for the 1-yard touchdown, and Tonkawa's on the board. 8-6 now. They are 3 of 3 on 3rd down conversions as Chase Pfluger goes in for the 1-yard plunge, and they're going to try to do a conversion as well and get the equalizer to tie the Maroons. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. And just nothing special there. Just
absolutely not.
They started that drive at their own
29.
Own 29.
It was a 13-play
1, 2, 3, 4,
drive.
5.
I got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 13-play drive,
almost
and it covered 71 yards. There's the conversion attempt, and the pass is thrown in the end zone by Alexander, and right there to defend it nicely is Joe Rupp, and bats it down. It's no good. Perry's going to hold on to an 8-6 advantage as
It's like Rupp knocked that one down.
let me get my Chase Pfluger with 1 yard touchdown run. A 2-point attempt pass, no good. And that's where we stand. It's 8-6. Perry on top right now as we are nearing the end of the first quarter, 3:20 to go. But now you get your bread and butter out there, partner. You go do what you do. But some adjustments need to be made on the sideline. We'll see what happens the next drive. But it's just going to be gap sound for Perry. That if you're gap sound, you can take this this offense out of rhythm, and force some yards for loss and no gain and everything. But you have to fill your gaps defensively against a team like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, when they're running gap to gap football pretty much right now. They're not even running off tackle. They're running inside tackle. I think they had 2 runs outside. One was a quarterback sneak, really, or not sneak. Excuse me, like rollout.
So Tonkawa back to kick off. That's Brian Jordan, the senior. Colby Mendenhall back deep, flanked by, we don't have anybody flanked back there. There's Jordan's kick. It's short again. It's going to be taken by Austin Reyes at the 30. Going to go right up the center of the field. 35, 40. Got a hole. 45. And Perry's going to start with the great field position again at their own 46-yard line. And that's just something you have to deal with in 2A football. You just don't have the best of kickers, and you just do what you do. And Perry's going to get spot at the 47. So 53 yards to pay dirt for the Maroons, and a great field position again for Perry.
Absolutely, and this is all part of our striking quick key that we mentioned. And if you're going to get short fields,
Padilla brings them out to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Pistol formation. Colby Mendenhall behind Padilla. Motioning to the right is Reyes. Gets the pitch to Colby Mendenhall. Hitting the backfield. Gets away. Back. He's going to lose 2 yards, but he did everything he could not to lose more. He got back to the 45, so he's going to lose 2 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 12. And that was a good play, and Tonkawa sniffed that one out.
Yeah, absolutely, partner. I didn't see the number off the edge, but like you said, they had that read very well.
Bring up 2nd and 12. We'll say 2nd and 11 actually on the board for the Maroons. 2 receivers set to the far, 2 to the near. 1 back set in the pistol formation. Padilla gets the snap, back to pass, throws the slant. It's caught by Drake Dell. He's going to be hit right there. Gets up to about the 38-yard line. That's good for a first down. That's a pickup from the 45-5.
42-yard line.
10, and that's going to be a 12-yard pickup and a first down for Perry. What was that?
They were at the
42, my bad.
So about 13 yards.
So 13-yard pickup and a first down. Nice pass and nice catch by Drake Dell. 1st and 10 for the Maroons.
Like Dax Garman on that throw.
2 receivers set to the far, 2 to the near, 1 back set. Dawson gets the snap, and we're going to have a penalty and probably going to have a false start on the Maroons. Let's see what the call is. Those kind of things can really thwart your drive.
Absolutely.
And really hamper you getting that's what happened to Perry last week. They shot themselves in the foot, but it's encroachment on Tonkawa, so it's going to be 5-yard encouragement call on the Buccaneers. So it's going to be 1st and 5 for Perry, and a big break there.
Absolutely. We're just saying we can't have the mental mistakes, and it wasn't us. So
1st and 5 from the 37, the Tonkawa 37. Padilla in the pistol formation again. Reyes motions over to the right, now back to the left, gives it to Colby Mendenhall right up the gap, and it's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back for no gain. Might have lost a yard. We'll see what they spot it. They do spot it at the 43. We're going to give them a loss of 1. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Maroons, and
they overloaded the right side of the line on that one, partner, and then tried to get Tonkawa off guard, running back towards the left, and just sound assignment defense by Tonkawa on that play.
So 2nd and 6 for Perry. They're saying 2nd and 5, and I'm saying 2nd and 6. 4 receivers set, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set, pistol formation, back to passes. Dawson Padilla looking for the fades. Got Braden Sweet. It's caught, and he's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Perry! A 37-yard strike from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet, the senior, and it's now quickly 14-6 on the nice pass on the fade route by Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet. And partner, we saw that in the scrimmages, and we saw that, and we were like, that's going to be money all year. And the DB had no chance as Braden went up to the highest point and just got the ball, and then just broke a tackle and got in the end zone. So 37-yard touchdown strike from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet. Conversion upcoming. There's the snap. Give it to Colby Mendenhall around the right side. He's going to be hitting the backfield, lost 5 yards. So it's going to be 14-6 conversion, no good. And we've got all our breaks in here. 1:40 to go. We'll keep it right here. But that's what you're going to get this year. And Tonkawa is trying to – that's why Tonkawa is doing what they're doing. They want to limit those points. They know that there's explosiveness on this Perry Maroon team that hasn't ever been in the last few years. And, boy, partner, we're seeing it every week. It's getting better and better. And Dawson, let me tell you right now, he's just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore, and he's already a 6-foot sophomore. He could be 6'2" by the time he graduates. Yeah, absolutely. And that was a 4-play drive that time, partner. So we've run 7 plays, 2 touchdowns. That's what we call efficient.
Yeah, that would be a great way to say it. With 1:40 to go in the first quarter, Perry, and that was started at our own 47-yard line. And how many plays was that? 3?
4.
4. Okay, and that covered 53 yards.
We had the ball twice and only had it for less than 3 minutes.
And that was a 37-yard TD pass. Padilla.
Too sweet. Not to be too punt.
2 point no good.
But it was a sweet pass and sweet play.
2 point no good, so that's where we stand. 14-6. Perry on top. Garrett Byer to kick off now. There's the kick. Short kick. It's going to be taken by the up man. That's Esch. He fumbles it, and it's on the ground, and Perry almost got on top of it. Oh, that was almost 24. Oh, boy, 24 for Perry. Had a chance at it. So did Liam Clausen. I thought they might have fallen on it, but Tonkawa got back on the ball, and, boy, Tonkawa is probably wiping their forehead there because that was dangerous.
Absolutely.
Minute 37 to go, first quarter. Perry leads at 14-6. Tonkawa now comes out for their second drive of the game. Perry 2 of 2 on their drives, and Tonkawa 1 of 1. Tonkawa 5 first downs, and they're 3 of 3 on third down conversions. So let's see if Perry can do a little bit more of a decent job on this drive as Tucker Alexander brings him to the formation. Under center he goes. Now he's going to drop back shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far side. 1 back set in that pistol formation now. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back. That's Chase Pfluger. And trying to string it out is the Maroons. And very good job by Perry as he got across the 35-yard line. Maybe giving him 2 yards. But Perry, the defense, you saw the whole defense shift, and they strung that one out. Good job. Good pursuit by the Maroons.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do. Run him down that imaginary line, down this line of scrimmage. Stretch it out and let everybody come and collect on the tackle. And
we're just starting to see just glimmers of the defensive speed that Perry has this year. A couple of years last year, that would be a big gain for the opposing team. Years before that as well. So we're seeing the difference in the speed now. Alexander brings him to the line of scrimmage. Now motions back into the half diamond. 2 receivers set, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. Gets a snap, hands it off to Pfluger. Now gets it back to Rustin Martin, the freshman there. Tried to do a halfback pass, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Not a sack, but he's going to be hit there for a loss of 6 yards back to the 30. They tried a little oopty-doop from the Varsity Blues there. A little oopty-oop there, and he gets tackled at the 31, so we'll call it a 5-yard loss. And Perry had that sniffed out, didn't have anywhere to throw. Good job staying home in the secondary for the Maroons, and good pursuit there for the defensive line and not biting on that fake.
Absolutely, partner. And who'd that end up being on the run? Was that Martin?
That was Rustin Martin.
Okay. Giving him 5-yard loss?
5-yard loss, 3rd and 15 upcoming for Tonkawa. Alexander in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 in the air. He's going to motion back to it. Now he's going to be flushed, and he's dangerous right here. He gets out of the pocket, and he's going to be hit right there. And nice hit, and he's going to be short of the first down as he gets across the 40 to the 45. He needed to get to the 46. He got 14. He needed 15. And who was that? Joe Rupp came up from his corner position, and no, sir, it's going to be 4th down for Tonkawa.
Big hit, but I'd like to see him wrap the arms on that one too. But still, that was a hell of a hit. Oh, heck of a hit. Excuse me, partner. I apologize.
That's okay. FCC's not listening. That's the end of the first quarter. Your score 14-6. Perry on top. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Does hearing those killer football hits make you hurt? At Ortho Oklahoma, you don't have to be a college athlete to be treated like a star, and you don't have to go to a metropolitan area to access quality treatment. Enjoy big-time care from bone and joint specialists with hometown friendliness and ease. Experience state-of-the-art equipment like our latest open-sided MRI, world-class treatment, and on-site physical therapy. Visit us at orthook.com. At Ortho Oklahoma, we're keeping you together.
Follow up with your team and favorite players in the Perry Daily Journal, supplying your local news for 120 years. The PDJ is a proud supporter of Perry Maroon Athletes, from headlines to classifieds, covering Noble County for more than a century. Pick up a paper or check out our e-edition today to keep current on all Noble County news. Visit our website at www.pdjnews.com to subscribe and friend us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. It's 4th and 1 for Tonkawa at their own 45-yard line. It looks like they're going to go for it unless they do a pooch kick, which they do as well. Do. I hate that saying. I don't know why I say that, but you know it is a saying. Do. As we get started the second quarter, and Tucker Alexander is their punter as well. They've got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 1 back set, trying to draw Perry off is what they're trying to do, and they're not biting. That's what exactly they're trying to do, Mike. He finally gets it. He's going to be stopped in the backfield. They snapped it, and no good on 4th down. Perry's going to take over from the 45-yard line at Tonkawa. I don't know why you did not kick the ball, partner. I mean, I guess, you take your chances. I mean, you don't want points on the board with this explosive offense. But, boy, partner, now you get the ball to Perry on plus side yardage. Now they're going to mark it at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 from the Tonkawa 45.
Absolutely great penetration up the middle, and you could hear the coaches wolfing and
they were
hollering in the booth next to us.
Coach Young liked that. Defensive coordinator next to us, big old roar, and I didn't think they were going to snap it. I just thought they were going to try and draw us off, and then Alexander, I guess, tried to get us caught off guard and snapped it. No, sir. So now Perry's got it. Dawson gets back to pass. Passes down the seam. That's Joe Rupp. Caught at the 30, 25. And he's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line. That's a 25-yard pickup and a 1st down for Perry. And Dawson is looking pretty good tonight, partner.
You mentioned why you didn't just kick it there. Well, that's why they didn't just kick it there, partner. They know that we're going to have trouble stopping this offense tonight.
Boy, Dawson is just starting to look the part more and more every week, partner. He's just spinning the ball. Oh, my God, and he's a sophomore. Colby's a sophomore. Reyes is a sophomore. Got some weapons going forward here, partner, for a couple of years. Now Colby Mendenhall comes in motion, takes the snap. He's going to get it. He gets her on the right side. Touchdown, Colby Mendenhall, as he goes from the 20-yard line into the end zone. Pay dirt around the right side as I got tongue-tied. I'm sorry. He took the reverse pitch as he came in motion, come up the center of the field, now cut it out to the right side. He had the corner, and no one was there, and he scores from 20 yards out. Touchdown, Perry, and it's 20-6 with a 2-point conversion upcoming. Wow.
Wow is right, partner. That was 2 plays, 45 yards.
There was nobody there.
No, they
all had retreated.
They did not stay at home at all, and great blocking out on the corners and on the line.
2-point conversion. There's a snap. Gives it to Garrett Byer up the middle. Very close, and he didn't get there as he got to the 1, and somebody actually tackled Garrett. I can't believe it. And it's 20-6 as we are 11:23 to go in the second quarter. Perry leads at 20-6. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
You deserve quality health care.
But at Stillwater Medical Center, we believe you also deserve an unmatched patient experience that's close to home.
That's why our physicians, nurses, and staff are committed to providing compassionate, quality care.
Right here in Stillwater.
We're here to prove that the best patient experience is moments, not miles away.
Learn more about our commitment to excellence at stillwatermedical.com.
Hey, welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. I forgot my liner here. This game is sponsored in part by Devon Energy, who take pride in supporting local communities and events where they operate. Visit devonenergy.com to learn more about how they're producing energy in a responsible manner. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep, and commitment does run deep as Perry's committed to the run, and Tonkawa cannot stop it. They really can't stop the offense right now at all for Perry, as everything is clicking right now for the Maroons.
Absolutely.
There's the kickoff, a good kickoff by Garrett Byer, taken by the up man and bobbled again. It's across the 30, 35, had a little bit of a hole. Falls forward to, we'll call it maybe the 37-yard line. They'll take over from their own 37, 1st and 10 for Tonkawa, as they'll take over for their third drive of the ball game, it looks like. I think, isn't that the third drive?
The third drive.
How many plays was that for Perry last time?
2.
2 plays. Good.
We're scoring every third play.
I
right
tell
now,
you
partner.
that
Every
it just
third
gets smaller and smaller every week, partner. We just score quicker and quicker, and
sometimes that could be a detriment to your defense.
It could.
Them out there a lot, but on a night like tonight, I don't foresee that being a problem.
Right. As Tonkawa brings the troops to the line of scrimmage, and Alexander brings it to the line of scrimmage. I'm going to turn you up a little bit.
Okay.
Back to the halftime formation for Alexander. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Passes down the line of scrimmage. It's caught by Rustin Martin. He gets across, breaks a couple tackles, falls forward to about the 45, the 47-yard line. Give him a pickup of 9 yards in the play, but missed tackles by the Maroons, partner. And he actually, they gave him to the 45, so we'll give him a pickup of 7. The 46, pickup of 8. Now, quit moving the sticks on me, partner.
Yeah.
But it's just missed tackles right there, and that was one of the keys, form tackling, and he got him in space and made him miss.
Yeah, and there's really nothing harder than tackling a good offensive player in space. What's that doing?
Alexander brings him to the line of scrimmage again, back into the halftime formation. Same receivers, 2 to the far and 1 to the near. Gets a snap, hands it to Owen Simpson. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he might have got 1 yard and driven back. So we'll give it to him at the 46.5 yard, maybe a half yard on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 2.5 for Tonkawa upcoming. But nice gap assignment there. I think Byer was in there, and I couldn't tell who else was in there for Perry.
I had Randall and Buck on that one, partner.
Oh, it was Dylan Buck, okay. So it brings up a 3rd and about 2.5 upcoming for Tonkawa. Coach Young over here is saying hey and doesn't like what he sees, and Bennett motioning to his troops, gets a snap. Alexander does, and gets it to his running back, gets to the sticks, and I think he's going to have the first down. It will be a first down for Tonkawa, and that was Chase Pfluger on the carry. He got 1.5, or actually he got 2.5, and that's what he needed, so it's going to bring up, I'm looking right down here, they're going to give him the first down, so first down and 10, and Tonkawa is 4 of 5 on 3rd down conversion tonight. And they have 6 first downs compared to Perry's 2 first downs. But like we said, Perry hasn't needed to do much.
And that's part of their offense. Tonkawa just move the clock slowly and get first downs.
You're not coming through. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I don't know what to do either about that.
Oh, that's me. Okay. My paper. We got a timeout here for Perry. We're going to take one with him. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Does your bank send you a text when you have a low balance? SB&T does. You can receive a First Alert text message on your cell phone, keeping you informed about your account activity no matter where you are. As always, you are in control. Choose only the alerts you want to receive. When you need us, we're there 24/7. First Bank and Trust Company, Perry, Billings, Covington. Community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as we are back here. 1st and 10 for Tonkawa at their own 49-yard line. A score of interest. Cushing on top of Perkins, 28-15, second quarter of action. Thanks for my partner, my man Mike Gray, my OSU friend, giving that score to us as his son plays for Perkins. As we're back to action, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Tucker Alexander fakes it. Now he's going to be stacked up in the backfield. He's going to lose about 2 yards. There's a sack right there. You could give it to a number of players as it was a posse of Perry Maroons in there on the play. That's a loss of 2 yards. Might even got it 3. No, they gave him a loss of 2. So 2nd and 12, and he faked it to his first man through, tried to go around the left side, and good pursuit for Perry. They didn't bite on that. Good job for the defense.
Yeah, I had Byer and Randall in there on the play. great penetration by the defensive line.
Now it brings up 2nd and 12 for the Tonkawa Buccaneers. Alexander brings to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Now he's going to motion back into the shotgun formation. 1 back set. Takes the snap, back to pass. Takes a couple. He's going to be sacked at the 40-yard line. Boy, he tried to step up in the pocket, and that was one of the keys, partner. And that's going to be Luke Bulmer and Austin Reyes making a sandwich out of the Tonkawa quarterback. And he's going to lose yards back to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a big loss, a 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd and 19. And that was the key. Force him to step up in the pocket, partner, contain him, and that's exactly what we did right there.
That was the blitzkrieg off both edges right there by Bulmer and Reyes. They got in there in a hurry.
That's a good song too, Blitzkrieg.
It is.
Blitzkrieg Pop. Brings up 3rd and 19, so 3rd and Perry for Tonkawa. We'll call it. From their own 40-yard line. Alexander has 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. 1 back set, back to pass as Alexander's going to go to his underneath route.
Nice tackle,
it's Owen Simpson gets it to the 40 on the left side. A good shirt tackle by Austin Reyes at the 42. That's who they chased Pfluger on the catch. But he had nowhere else to go, had to go to his check route, and he got 2 yards. He's going to bring up 4th and 17 for Tonkawa. So good job by the Maroons there. As Alexander, pretty good passer. He's only got 1 incompletion, and that was on the 2-point conversion.
Right.
So back to punt now for Tonkawa. And he punts it. Drake Dell's trying to accept the punt. Bad punt, though. Gets a little bit of a Tonkawa roll. Goes across the 30-yard line. Going to be down right there about the 29. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Perry from their own 29-yard line. So they'll set up shop right there. And kicking the ball for Tonkawa, that was number 35, I believe. Don't have a 35. Who was that? Well,
maybe Esch? Maybe?
It might have been Alex Esch, 34. That might be who it was punted. The next punt, we'll try to figure that out. Just a bad angle on the number there that I couldn't see. So it brings up 1st and 10 for Perry. They'll call it the 30-yard line, so it rolled dead at the 30. Padilla brings him to this shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the near, 1 to the far, 1 back set. Back to passes. Padilla again. Slant route, and it's dropped by Austin Reyes. But I think it was tipped. And if it was tipped, that's probably why he lost the ball. I think it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Perry Maroons. So incomplete pass for Dawson. That's his first one. He's been on target tonight.
He's been spinning it really well.
2nd and 10 for Perry at their own 30. 3 receivers again to the near side. That's the Perry sideline. 1 to the far. 1 back set. Gets the snap. Gives it to Colby Mendenhall. Going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to lose about 4 yards as...
I think that was Guerra.
That was Dakota Guerra in the backfield for, I think, Tonkawa. They were not surprised by that at all. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 14 for the Maroons. 3rd and 16. So we'll give him a loss of 6 yards, actually, on the play. So 3rd and long for Perry upcoming.
I apologize, Bart. That was 57, and I have 2 57s.
There's 2 57s. I didn't get any clarification from Coach Kirtley today about anything. So 3rd and 16 for Perry. 3 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Back to pass. Dawson Padilla has time. Passes across the middle of the field. It was almost intercepted. It should have been, actually, by Rustin Martin. Boy, I can't believe he didn't catch that. He's pretty short-handed so far. And Dawson is very, very fortunate that was not picked, because that might have been a pick 6.
Yeah, you just take a deep breath and thank the football guys that they were on your side on that play and come back and get them on the next drive.
So 4th and 16 for Perry. Garrett Byer will be in punt formation for the Maroons. Back to receive, I think, is Tucker Alexander. Interesting that they put their quarterback back there.
Well, he's one of their better athletes on the field, so I would imagine that's why they do it, partner.
He'll stand at his own 47-yard, or the Perry 47-yard line. Garrett, heavy rush. Good kick by Garrett. Oh, it goes across the 40, gets a nice Perry roll. 35 is going to be rolled dead at the 32. Good job at flipping the field for Garrett Byer and the Maroons, as it was over Tucker Alexander's head as he stood at the 47 of Perry's yard line, and that was a 45 yard.
Sorry,
I haven't been taking care of kickoffs either, partner. Oops.
They've been really short kicks. I know that.
He's got 3 kickoffs. I know that. So we'll just say 3 kickoffs. And I think they've all gone to like the. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out on the possession.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're not perfect. We're not ESPN. First and 10 for Tonkawa at their own 32-yard line. Alexander under center now motions back in the half diamond. Got two backs behind him. One is receiver to the near, to the near, one to the far. Gives it to his first back through. I think that was Simpson, and he goes nowhere. May have given him a yard on the left side, or on the right side, excuse me. They gave him a generous half yard. I think it was Chase Pfluger on the carry. It was Chase Pfluger on the carry, so they gave him 1 yard. So it's 2nd and 9 upcoming for Tonkawa with 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Perry on top, 20-6 over the Buccaneers here at homecoming.
It's been a fast half, partner.
Alexander under center, I formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Now they're going to motion back in that halftime. Well, actually, they're going to stacked formation in the back. He's going to hand it off. That's to Chase Pfluger, and he's going nowhere again. A nice adjustment by the defensive line for Perry. That play was gaining about 5 to 6 yards to begin with, and they really bottled that up. He might have given him 1 yard again, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8 for Tonkawa. And just good adjustment so far by the defense.
Yeah, very, very good from the first drive when they drove right down on us. The line has done very well on adjustments.
They gave him a pickup of 2 yards on the play. And Garber on top of South Coffeyville right now, 38-0. Good grief. Because we just got a score there from another friend of mine. Thank you, Jackie. 3rd and 7, back to pass. Alexander rolling to his right. He's got some room to run, and he gets makes one miss, gets across the 40, falls forward to about the 42, and that's going to be enough for the first down. He got 8. He needed 7. Actually, let's see. They're marking him short. Might have given him 6 yards. I apologize. They marking him at the 41. He only gave him 6 yards. He needed 7. Actually, gave him 5. He needed 7, so it's going to be 4th and 2. And, boy, I thought he made one miss. He must have stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he did because he kept running once he got to across the 40-41. So.
But I saw him roll out to his right, and I saw that real estate. I was like, oh, brother.
Yeah, he did have a lot of room.
And we did have a man there. He made one miss, but maybe in that miss, maybe he stepped out of bounds trying to make a man miss right there. That's probably what happened. So 4th and 2 for Tonkawa.
Looks like they're going.
Now
they're going to punt. Nope.
At their own 41-yard line, they're going to go for it. Alexander under center. I formation now motioning back to the half diamond. 2 receivers to the near side. He gets the snap. He's gonna. Oh, it's a broken play. And Alexander, now we're going to have a holding. He's going to get the first down. It's going to be 2 holdings. He's still going, but that's going to be brought back, and it's going to be holding, and that's going to force Tonkawa to punt, I would hope now.
That second penalty is going to be an illegal block below the waist.
With chop block?
Or they might. No, I don't think it was a chop because he wasn't engaged with another lineman. They might call it a chop block at this level, though. Saw a chop block in the Texas Tech game last
Perkins
night.
has come back. It's 28-21 at halftime. Cushing had a big lead. Perkins has now come back now. It's 28-21 at halftime. Now the officials getting together to try to figure out. But we saw a hold, and then you saw an illegal block. So I think both of these fouls were going to be on Tonkawa. It's going to erase the first down.
The dangerous block on Reyes. I'm glad he's walking fine because he got hit.
Got hit below the waist.
An awkward angle on the knee.
Well, he's a little gingerly walking, but they're talking to the captain of the defense for Perry, and it's going to be on Tonkawa, both of these fouls. And I think they're going to have to enforce both of the fouls too, partner.
I think so, yeah, because
a 10 and a 15, isn't it?
That's good. Yeah, it's going to be definitely going to be a punt now.
So we're going to be first one's a holding against Tonkawa. That'll be marked off. That's going to be declined. They're going to take a chop. It is a chop block. Chop block below the waist. That will be accepted. That's a 15-yarder. That's going to be 4th and 17, and now Tonkawa will have to punt. So now into kick. We have the number now. I can see him. Where's my number 33 for Tonkawa back to kick? It's Corbin Crowder, 5'11", 157 sophomore. He plays defensive end and tight end for the Buccaneers, and he'll be back to punt for Tonkawa. Back to receive Drake Dell. He'll be standing about his 37-yard line. I would move up, Drake.
Yeah.
The first punt we saw, that was pretty evident. Tonkawa's going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here as we got our timeouts in, I believe. And well, partner, this is what we expected to see tonight. You know, there were a lot of prognosticators saying that Tonkawa was going to win this game, but they were just basing it on last year. you know, a lot of people, I hate to say it, just don't care about small class football, and they don't know what goes on week in and week out like we do. But we've seen it. We knew what was going to happen tonight, and it's definitely happening in front of our eyes. Tonkawa has no answer for Perry.
No, they don't. They can't match the speed and the athleticism. And we're getting our linemen are getting good blocks off on their big guys as well, moving them off the ball, getting them out of the way to get good runs. I expect to see more of the same. We're just going to keep the pedal to the metal, in my opinion.
I definitely agree. It's going to be actually going to be 4th and 11, so it was a 10-yard penalty. My bad. So it was 10 yards, not 15 on the 15 variety. So it was only a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, thank you for that. So I corrected it.
I just noticed that. I'm glad I looked at the scoreboard because it's 4th and 11 and not 4th and forever. Appreciate all the scores we're getting in right now. We really appreciate that. That helps us bring you better broadcast. High snap, but taken by Crowder. He gets a punt off, and Drake Dell's going to let it go. It's going to take a little bit of a Perry bounce. Going to be marked about the 40-yard line. That's where Perry's going to take over. 1st and 10 from their own 40. With 3:35 to go second quarter, Perry on top 20-6 right now. As, like we said, you know, everything, Perry got in its own way last drive with a couple of losses in the backfield. But other than that, partner, it's just been, you know, Dawson Padilla's had a great night so far. Colby Mendenhall, that first drive has been good. They bottled him up a little bit, but that opened, see what that did, that opened the passing game too. So we got 3 receivers set now to the far side, 2 to the near. Now Colby Mendenhall comes in motion. Snap is on the ground. Dawson's going to take it himself and just slide down at the 40. And I thought we had a flag on. Yeah, we do have a flag on the play, and that's usually going to be holding. And that was just a bad play to start with. And that's another penalty that just kills drives, partner. It's a holding on the Maroons. It'll be marked from the 40-yard line, so bring up 1st and 20 for Perry.
Yeah, you want to get another score here before the half, and starting off with the penalty, it's just not the momentum you want.
But it'll be 1st and 20 for Perry from their own 30 now. What's that?
31-yard line.
31-yard line, excuse me.
Come on, partner.
I guess it was a 9-yard penalty from the
No,
spot
no,
of the foul.
It was a 10-yard. They were at the 41
they did?
initially,
Okay.
yeah. They gave
My
us
bad.
41 to start.
4 receiver set to the near, to the far for Perry. 1 back set. That's pistol formation and Tonkawa jump. That's going to be encroachment as I believe number 73 made contact with Perry as Perry remained set. That's what we saw. That's not what they saw. It's going to be illegal procedure on Perry. I don't know, partner. I didn't see any movement whatsoever.
I didn't either.
But it's going to be 5 more back on Perry. They're going to be at the 26 now. 1st and 25 for Perry. Boy, I didn't see any flinching whatsoever.
No, I didn't either. And I guess we're just wanting to pad our stats now. I guess I don't know.
That should have been 5 yards on Brian Jordan, but it goes against the Maroons. And it's 1st and 25 from their own 26 now, going in the wrong direction. 4 receivers to the near set, to the near, to the far. 1 back set, give it to Colby Mendenhall. No, they faked it. Going to get checked down to Braden Sweet. He gets the catch. Falls forward about the 31-yard line. We'll give him a pickup about 6 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 19 upcoming for the Maroons.
It was Rupp on the catch.
It was Joe Rupp, excuse me. They look the same. Braden and Joe have the same build. They didn't used to, but this year, since they've been in the weight room, they're
summer program very good to these guys.
4 receivers again for Perry. Back to passes Dawson Padilla. Passes short to Austin Reyes. It's caught 35-40, and he drags a tackler almost to the 45-yard line. We'll call him down at the 44. That's going to be a pickup at 14 yards and bring up a manageable 3rd and 6 for the Maroons.
Great formation. They faked it to the right side, threw it to the left. Reyes all alone, broke a tackle, good run after catch.
Actually, we'll give him a pickup of 13. 3rd and 7 upcoming for Perry. A much manageable yardage situation. Dawson Padilla spinning the ball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 4 receivers set again, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. 1 back set, pistol formation. Dawson gets a snap, back to pass again, throws the slant. It's high and incomplete over Drake Dell's head. Falls to the ground, so it's going to bring up 4th and 7 for Perry. I mean, was there just a high pass?
Dawson at times has an occasion to throw it just a little bit high, but give him credit. Drake Dale's only goes about 5'9", partner, so, and that might be being generous.
Just a sophomore as well, partner.
Exactly.
We got a lot of good sophomores on this football team.
He's got a lot of speed too. He's going to be a good one.
Garrett Byer stands back at his own 30-yard line, set to punt. He'll be punting to Tucker Alexander, the quarterback, and the defensive back for Tonkawa. 2:01 to go, second quarter. Perry still leads 20-6. There's a snap. Garrett, no rush this time. Garrett gets a boot into it. It's a high, short kick. Going to be fair caught. At the 30, it dropped by Tucker Alexander, but gets right back on top of it. And he gets the ball back. So Tonkawa will take it at the 30-yard line. So Garrett, is that a 26-yard punt for Garrett? As that's his second punt of the night. His first one covered 45 yards, but that was much shorter. But it was a good coverage kick.
Yeah.
Allowed his coverage to get down there, and Tucker almost fumbled it for Tonkawa and gave the ball right back to Perry. That would have been just a nightmare scenario for Tonkawa right there.
Absolutely.
But nonetheless, it's harmless now. So 1st and 10 from the Tonkawa 30-yard line. Tonkawa has the ball. One receiver to the nearest far side, one back set. Now Alexander goes back in the shotgun, gets the snap, he's going to hand it to his running back up the middle, gets across the 30, falls forward to about the 34-yard line. They gave him the 35, so pick up a 5, so brings up 2nd and 5 for the Buccaneers. Minute 42 and counting before we reach halftime. Homecoming festivities will be at halftime for Tonkawa. So
is that Simpson or Pfluger on that carry?
That looked like Simpson to me. I'm trying to gauge how they run. They run a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Pfluger's a little bit more built in the upper body as well. So 2-back set, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near for Tonkawa. Now motion back to the halftime, and receiver coming to motion. That is Martin to the left side. Gives it to the in and around. That's to Owen Simpson. Gets the pitch, and he gets across the 40. Falls forward to about the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 yards and a first down for Tonkawa. And we've seen that misdirection play. That's kind of worked. And that's worked twice, and Perry, that's an adjustment the Maroons are going to have to make in the locker room.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the reason those work, because all the other plays have been inside, so they're kind of throwing Perry off.
And Perry's going to have to stay home and not bite on that. Usually Austin Reyes is really good, but he's getting sealed on that corner nicely by the left tackle. 1st and 10 for Tonkawa at their own 43. Back to pass, rolling to his right is Tucker. And he has a man. It's wide open, and he overthrows him. But he was open, partner. I don't know if it was a busted coverage. Everybody was in coverage, but everybody had a man except 86, I believe. And that was Lane Summers, the 5'11", 130 junior. Or that was Mercer. It was Summers. That was Mercer. That's 85, but he had a man. It was a bad pass, and it was a good pass. It might have been a big play for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, he just slipped in behind the coverage.
And that's what happened last year. That's why Tonkawa won. There's a busted coverage down the far sideline. Nobody was on him within 30 yards. He had an easy touchdown play and catch, and then they got the 2-point conversion. Or actually, they converted the conversion at 7-6, and that was the final.
Yeah.
So you hate to lose that way.
No.
2nd and 10 for the 43-yard line of Tonkawa. Alexander in the shotgun formation, that half diamond. He's going to throw down the sideline. That's Russell Martin. Now he's going to trick play, and he throws down the center of the field, and it was off the hands, and it was there, partner. It wasn't the prettiest play, but it was there. Lane Summers had it in his grasp, and Perry bit just a little bit on it, and Perry is lucky that was not a first down because that was there.
Yeah, it was there. It was a pretty decent throw by I think that's the freshman again. Yeah, Russell Martin.
He's got 2 incompletions to his credit.
Yeah, that's 2 plays they've tried that now. Last time they weren't able to get the play off. This time they were able to. They got the play off, but they were sacked in the backfield.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for Tonkawa from their own 43-yard line. 39.7 seconds to go before halftime. Perry leads at 20-6. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back set for Tonkawa. Alexander under center. Takes the snap, going to give it to his running back. First man through, and I think Tonkawa's just going to sit on this and go to halftime. But Perry don't want to. Coach Cameron's won a timeout. He doesn't want to go in with a 20-6 lead. He wants more. He gets through. That was Chase Pfluger on the carry. He got 2 yards, brings up the 4th and 8 for Tonkawa. And Coach Cameron takes a timeout. Perry's got 2 left. You never know, partner. I mean, that was a good call by Coach Cameron Bennett.
Yeah, why not? You got a quick strike offense. We scored in under a minute on 2 of our drives. Why not? Or 1 of our drives. Why not try it again?
Absolutely. We'll reset the scene for you. It's 20-6, 34 seconds to go. 34.6 seconds to go before we reach halftime. And we appreciate all the scores that we're getting in from you. We want to also congratulate the Perry Maroon cheerleading squad as they have qualified for state yet again this year. So we wish them the best of luck. That's going to be happening, I think, tomorrow at the University of Oklahoma. So if you're not doing anything and you're in the area, go down to Norman and cheer for our cheerleaders. It's time for us to cheer for them. And Perry has had a good cheering tradition. No doubt they're going to go try their hardest tomorrow. We wish them all the luck. Now back to punt is Crowder. Gets a snap, and he's under pressure. Gets the ball off. It's going to be a short kick. Going to take a Tonkawa roll. It's going to roll down to about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. Be first and 10 for Perry at their own 27. With 24.7 seconds to go, and partner, why not throw the fade?
Yeah, I would throw a hitch and go, get the defender off, and maybe find an open man down the field. They sold out to try to block on that.
I agree.
Part of the timeout I think the coach took to sell out to try to get the block.
But our offensive coordinator is still up. Our defensive coordinator just left. So I was like, if our offensive coordinator left, then we're just going to sit on the ball.
Right.
But we're not sitting on the ball. Let's see what he calls here. Coach Lindsay up here right next to us on the left side of the booth. 4 receivers, two to the far, 2 to the near, 1 back set, pistol formation. Coming in motion is Austin Reyes. Back to pass is Padilla getting rushed. He's going to throw it incomplete as he got the ball away before he got sacked. Good job. Good presence by the sophomore there. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Perry.
Yeah, it looked like he had Reyes there, but I think he wanted to go another direction because he had Reyes open underneath, but I think he wanted to go deep.
It almost like it had to feel that they were setting up a screen. A tight end screen. You know, you saw some of the guys pull a little bit, and Reyes came to the left side of the line. It looked like they were trying to get him out on the tight end screen, but maybe I'm.
That's what I saw too. He wanted Reyes on that play.
4 receivers again for Perry. Dawson Padilla in the pistol formation, going to throw down the stop route. That's complete by Reyes. He gets out of the arm tackle, 40, and he loses the ball. The ball comes out at the 40-yard line, and Tonkawa recovers.
But that is not.
So we'll give him a pickup of 14 yards, but he fumbles it right there, and Tonkawa is going to take over 1st and 10 from the Perry 31-yard line. We'll give him a pickup of 15 actually on the receiving. But Tonkawa is going to take over, unfortunately, 1st and 10 from the Perry 40-yard line. Let's see what Tonkawa has a last pass here. 11 seconds to go. See if I don't think they're going to sit on the ball. They're going to try to get somebody in space here. So Alexander brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. Got 4 receivers now for Tonkawa, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set. Now he's going to motion back into the shotgun formation. Almost moved. Should have been an illegal procedure. Now he's going to throw down the long far side of the field on the sideline. It was either from Mercer or Lane Summers, and it falls incomplete out of bounds. So it'll bring 2nd and 10 upcoming for Tonkawa with 0.2 seconds to go.
I don't see the scoreboards go 10th of a second very often.
Yeah, Tonkawa's had that for a while, and you don't see that in 2A very often either. You just have the full second. So 0.2 seconds to go, enough to get 1 play under their belt. Now, if you're Perry, you are playing a prevent. Everybody's, all the DBs and the free safety and safety is standing about 20 yards back from the line of scrimmage.
Yep, keep everything in front of you. I expect them to run on this. I don't expect Tonkawa's going to try to go up top.
Well, they got 3 receivers, 2 to the near. Actually got 3 to the near, 1 to the far. Now they're going to go motion back in the shotgun formation. 1 back set, back to pass. Straight back is Tucker Alexander. He's going to throw. It's going to be nowhere near his receiver. That's the end of the first half. The Perry Maroons lead this one at Tonkawa. Tonkawa's homecoming, 20-6. Come back. We'll take our first time out at halftime. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
This is Ray McCraney, System Manager for Suddenlink, inviting you to score big with savings. We've got our best lineup ever, HDTV with the fastest internet in town and free Suddenlink to go. Experience every second of the action in crystal clear HD and stream your favorite shows like a pro with download speeds up to 8 minutes. Switching to bundle and save with the Suddenlink team is easy. One company, one connection, one deal. Come visit us at 617 Delaware in Perry or Suddenlink.com.
Campbell Communications is proud to sponsor and to bring you Perry Maroon Athletics. To become a sponsor, please visit www.campbellcommunicationsok.com or call and ask for Brock at 405-204-4246. Campbell Communications, where we bring the game to you.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. We're at halftime, and Perry leads this one 20-6. And Mike, we said Perry needed to start fast. They did that, just that. As we recap the scoring, It took only 3 plays for Perry once they got the ball. They started at their own to Perry 45-yard line. 55 yards it covered, but because of a penalty, it was a 60-yard touchdown run for Colby Mendenhall with 11:02 to go in the first quarter. 2-point conversion by Mendenhall was good. That made the score 8-0. 3:20 left in the first quarter. Tonkawa got on the board. That drive started at their own 29-yard line, covered 71 yards. That was 13 plays. A touchdown run by Chase Fluger. That was a 1-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion pass was no good by Tucker Alexander. That was 8-6. Minute 40 to go in the first quarter. Perry got on the board again. Started at their own 47, covered four plays, covered 53 yards. A touchdown pass, a 37-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet on the fade route on the left sideline. 2-point conversion was no good, and the score that made it 14-6. And then Perry was the only one that scored in the second quarter with 11:23 to go. It was started at the Tonkawa 45, took 2 plays, covered 45 yards. Touchdown run, Mendenhall 20-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion by Garrett Byer was no good. That made the score what it is now, 20-6. But that first touchdown run and the second one from Colby, he hasn't got much in the second quarter after they figured out, but Perry went back to the passing game too, so it wasn't so much as Tonkawa took Colby out, but Perry went more of a passing attack and trying to get more balance. Granted, Tonkawa had a couple losses there on Colby and it kind of bottled him up a little bit, but that's going to happen. You're not going to have a big play every time. But overall, good performance in the first half with the exception of that one turnover for Perry. They're right where they want to be right now.
Oh, absolutely. They started fast, going right out of the gate in under a minute, and the next drive they scored in, I think, a minute 40, I want to say. So we're looking at their first two possessions. They scored under 3 minutes, and that is what we said they needed to do. What I wanted them to do: start fast and make Tonkawa have to come from behind. It's very difficult for them to do that, and that's what we've done.
Well, yeah, definitely, and just a different team. We knew it was going to be a different story as we come into first district week with Tonkawa. No disrespect to Tonkawa this year, but they just lost a lot of players. You could say the same thing for, a lot of teams in our district this year and some college teams as well. I mean, when you lose players of that caliber and that many, you're going to have a rebuilding year. It's just how it is, and we've experienced it many times, and, it's going to happen to us again, I'm sure. It's just part of the deal. It's part of the monster. But right now, Perry's having their way with Tonkawa 20-6 as homecoming festivities are going on underway. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back with the halftime stats. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
This is Ray McCready, System Manager for Suddenlink, inviting you to score big with safety. We've got our best lineup ever, HDTV with the fastest internet in town and free Suddenlink to go. Experience every second of the action in crystal clear HD and stream your favorite shows like a pro with download speeds up to 8 minutes. Switching to bundle and save with the Suddenlink team is easy. One company, one connection, one deal. Come visit us at 617 Delaware in Perry or Suddenlink.com.
A medical team that cares about your health and your community. Doctors Wooler, Jameson, Stubbs, and Payton contribute to athletic and philanthropic efforts in Stillwater and surrounding areas like Guthrie, Perry, Perkins, Cushing, and Blackwell. While we are bone and joint experts, we are also parents, friends, and neighbors. Enjoy our quality orthopedic treatments, MRI, and on-site physical therapy services as we support this community. Click outreach at orthook.com. Remember, Ortho Oklahoma, we are keeping you together.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is knowing that you are covered. Get peace of mind. It's Steve Womack at the Womack Agency. You can visit with Steve at 623 Delaware Street, or you can call him at 580-336-6300. Or he invites you to visit his website at www.farmersagent.com/SWOMAC.
The world needs a lot of energy to run, so we care about where and how it's produced. At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work, because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. You got to let that go because you got to get to that bridge there on Welcome to the Jungle. And it hasn't been a jungle as far as Tonkawa is concerned, as Perry has had their way so far with the Buccaneers, 20-6 as we're at halftime, 15 minutes to go before we get back to action. But right now we're going to go for the first half stats, and with that is going to be my partner, Mike Shaw.
Thank you, Brock. We'll start with the home team, Tonkawa Buccaneers. They've got 97 total yards, and I note that because on the very first drive, they got 71 yards. And they were driving down the field, a 13-play drive, so Perry's really, really stepped up on D, only allowing 26 yards the rest of the half. They've got 22 yards passing, 75 rushing, like we talked about. They're a ground team with that one rushing touchdown in the first drive. 2 penalties for 15 yards and about a 17-minute time possession, which is what they do. That's what they do. I've said that twice. For Perry, they have 178 total yards. 107 through the air with the 37-yard touchdown pass to Sweet, 71 on the ground, 2 touchdowns by Colby that have totaled 80 yards. We have 71 because of some losses on subsequent drives. 1 turnover, which we talked about not needing, but it is what it is. 3 penalties for 21 yards and 5-minute time possession. 20 points on 5-minute time possession is very efficient, partner. Some individual stats. Got 4 tackles for loss. Andrew Randall has 2. He's for 7 yards. And we have a sack, 1 sack. Reyes and Volmer for a 7-yard loss. Buck has 5 tackles, actually 2.5 because he's got 5 assisted tackles. But Hatfield has 2 tackles. Byer has 3. And he's got one of the other tackles for loss as well as Spencer Hartwig for a total tackles for loss for a total of 14 yards if you count the sack. 7 first downs for Tonkawa, 2 for Perry. Perry is 0 for 2 on third down attempts, haven't needed many, or had many for that matter. And Tonkawa is 4 for 8 on third down attempts. And that's what I got, partner. I can't hear you, partner.
That's why, because I'm not an engineer. As I'm sending a tweet here at halftime, I'm putting in here for tweeting here for High School Football Oklahoma is another one you can follow on Twitter. But we'll have some scores from area schools, and hopefully I'll have some scores from around the state. We're going to take another break. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
How would you like to bank anytime, anywhere, without having to carry your laptop along? First Bank is proud to bring you mobile banking. It gives you full access to your account safely and securely from your mobile phone. Mobile banking adds a new level of convenience to managing your account. You can bank on the go no matter where you are. View your accounts, make transfers, pay bills, and even receive text alerts, all from the ease of your cell phone. When you need us, we're there 24/7. First Bank and Trust Company, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Just like the Perry Maroons football team practices hard and plays even harder, Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick of Perry works 24/7 to provide customers with the very best selection and service. Right now, we're offering a special oil change, filter, and tire rotation for $29.95 and only $69.95 for a diesel oil and filter change. Yes, Vance Chevrolet Buick GMC of Perry, family owned and operated for 19 years, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
Hey, welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Halftime festivities going on here. It's homecoming for Tonkawa. The queen just got announced. Looks like Brian Jordan is the king. I don't know who the queen is, but Brian Jordan, the wrestler for Tonkawa, and the defensive lineman and the offensive lineman is the king. Getting ready to do their business as he's going to plant one on her or maybe on the cheek. I don't know. They've kind of gone away with that. Coaches really frown on that, partner, and they don't really do that anymore. So
really,
yeah,
they did it when I was in school.
At least in Perry, they don't let them do anything extracurricular. So, but we're gonna go through. People just laughed. I think he just gave her a hug. I actually know her crown fell off. Good job, Brian. As he goes to give his sweater to give to her, and let's see if he gives her a kiss now. Nope, flowers.
Give him flowers to the little girl.
Okay, now he's okay. Let's see. Nope, nothing's gonna happen. He must have a girlfriend. She must have a boyfriend. So there you go. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and the Suddenlink halftime scoreboard tonight. As I'm just gonna go through some scores here on Twitter. You can follow High School Football Oklahoma, or you can follow Skype Right. They're really good about giving you scores and updates throughout the night. I've already put in for our score. So We'll just go right through it. Resource Christian leads Quapaw 22-17 in the third quarter. It is Union over Putnam City North. Sorry, partner. 49-6 at halftime. Putnam City North is getting tanked by Union. But Union's really good this year. Let's see here. Cyril 36, Strother 0 at the half. Those are two really small schools. I think Class A or Class B. I think they're Class B actually. Let's see. Halftime, Kiefer 26, Barnsdall 0. Kiefer usually really good in football year in and year out. Halftime at Hennessy. Yeah, you're not going to believe this one, ladies and gentlemen. 51-0 Hennessy over Alva at halftime. Good grief. The Goldbugs have just got a lot of problems right now. Let's see. Coweta on top 13-6 over Collinsville. That's kind of a surprise. Collinsville was ranked last week. They got beat, so they got knocked out of the rankings. Idabel 26, Chakota 28 at halftime. Just said Alva Hennessy 51-0 at half. I still can't believe 51-0. How in 12-minute quarters, partner? I mean, there just must be some really big problems. Nowata leads Commerce at halftime, 31-0. Blackwell at halftime, 21-6, and my prediction standing good. Blackwell might get their second win of the year as they're up by 15 at half. Marlowe is let's see. I don't see. They lead Comanche 31-7 at the half. At the half, Tulsa Castle Hall leads Miami 24-0.
Yeah, you got to make sure it's Miami.
Class B, Waletka 46, Arcoma 12. That's in the second quarter. The Tipton Tigers 36, Granfield 0. No surprise there. Granfield is really bad year in, year out. 38-0 Blue Jacket over Copan. No surprise there. Duncan leads 24-7 over. Let's see, who are they playing? Doesn't say who they're playing. That doesn't help me. But they're leading 24-7. At the half, Grove 35, Tulsa Noah 7. That's the private homeschool team.
Yep.
Wynnewood leads Kanawha 47-0. 5:35 left in the second quarter. Good grief. The Carl Albert Titans 28. Western Heights Jets 14 at half. Let's see. Halftime, Catoosa leads McLean, Tulsa McLean, that is, 21-6. Broken Arrow 38. Yukon 7 started the second half. Class B, Dewar 40, Wetumpka 0, 5:31 to go second period. Ulaga, not trying to be mean. Actually, somebody said mispronounced Ulaga, so never mind. I'm not going to say that. Morrison 40-6 over Mounds at the half. Good grief. And Mounds came in 3-0, but Morrison is definitely ranked. They're 40-6 at a half. Somebody said I think they'll call it an early night, so I guess they're going home. Our score is now posted on High School Football Oklahoma, 20-6. The Demons and the Chicks, that will be the
Chickasha.
Chickasha is playing the Demons.
Right?
Duncan Demons.
That's who Duncan's playing.
That's who Duncan's playing. So Duncan on top of Chickasha, 24-7. Halftime, Lone Grove 33, Medill 10. At the Wynnewood, we've already said that, 47-0. Tipton, we've already said that. Cashin 56, Crescent 0 at halftime.
Man.
Good grief. Cashin is coming to Perry in next 2 weeks, and that's going to be a test, ladies and gentlemen. Cashin is good.
But it doesn't count in the district.
It doesn't count, that's right.
Still going to be a nice test.
Altus 23, El Reno 8. Let's see here. Another one here. Weatherford 7, Clinton 6 at halftime. Wow. There's a rivalry right there.
Yeah.
Beaver up 36-0 over Burns Flat at the half. OCS up 20-6 on Millwood. Wow, Millwood's got some problems this year. Chelsea 22, Oklahoma Union 6 at the half. Bixby 33, Claremore 3 at halftime. Douglas 20, Plainview 8. Let's see here, 40-0. That is the Wolves lead Noble. So that is Santa Fe is playing Noble. Did they play Noble? That's not the Wolves. That's not Santa Fe.
Could be Santa Fe South.
Santa Fe South,
They're
okay.
a 4A school.
Let's see here.
3A maybe.
Owasso 35, Norman North 6. 34 seconds left in the second.
Tulsa teams are really good.
Atoka 7, Hugo 6 at halftime. That's a defensive battle. Let's see here. Nowata 31, Commerce 0. At the half, Coach Hickson Woodward leads Elgin 6-0 on that double wing offense. Quinton 21, Gore 20 at the half. Edmond Santa Fe leads Edmond Memorial. They're trying to win the Edlam Cup here. Edmond Memorial is. They trail 19-14 at half. McAllister 28, Durant 0. The Buffaloes are really good this year. Very, very good football team in Class 5A. Sky Tech 56, Nathan Hale of Tulsa 0. Let's see here. looking here, Ada leads Glenpool 21-0. Glenpool, where have they gone? They used to be up there, and they have just really fallen off the ranks.
Since Courtney O'Neill.
Yep.
Yeah,
Roland 21, Spyro 12 at the half.
Chris Massey played at Sparrow.
Yep. Still Stigler 28, Valiant 0 at the half.
Not giving a valiant effort there, partner.
I knew you were going to go there. Poto 24, Muldrow 0 at the half. Actually, that's still in the second quarter. Let's see here. Any more scores? Harmony leads Drummite 14-0 at half. Let's see.
From Harmony, I believe.
Tuttle 27, Tecumseh 0 at start of the third quarter. Idabel 26, Chakota 28 at the half. Fairview 14, Moreland 6 third quarter. And Salisaw 20, Fort Gibson 7. So there's some scores of interest, and we got Twitter, and this is a great thing to follow. High school football, Oklahoma, or Scott Wright. We're going to take another timeout. Come back with the keys to the second half. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Sustaining drives a little.
Go ahead and play break 13 and 14. Actually, wait, where are we at, Kevin? Let's go ahead and actually we're caught up on our breaks, it looks like. Can you go ahead and play break 12, and we'll come back. We'll get the third quarter started. Or not, we'll keep it right here. I was ahead on the breaks, and I guess we got them all in. So we'll just keep it right here. We got 3:34 to go before we get started in the third quarter. And Mike, let's you're Coach Bennett. Be Coach Bennett. Let's put his hat on. Then we'll be Coach Kirtley. Put his hat on. And what are you telling your team at halftime?
I think Coach Bennett's telling them, giving a great effort. A few missed tackles and maybe a couple penalties to stop some drives. Little mental errors, of course. There's always those in games. Nobody plays a perfect game, but it's just sustain drives in the second half, because towards the end of the second quarter, they had their last three drives was punt, and fumble. So let's look to run our offense, get some sustain some drives, and keep doing what we're doing on offense. I mean, they're, with the exception of the last three drives I talked about, they're doing a very good job. So just keep doing what we're doing, Just shore up the mental mistakes, and get some longer sustained drives. And let's go get them.
If anybody has any scores of interest in the district, other than the Alva score and the Pawnee score, we'd like a Newkirk score, or who else do we get? Chisholm. Anybody like that, or any area scores at Stillwater, we'd love to hear how they're doing on U.S. Grant tonight. See how bad it is. Guthrie.
Guthrie was up 14-0 last I saw.
Yeah, that was okay. 14-0 on McGinnis. I thought that was going to be a pretty good game tonight.
It was in the first quarter.
Traditionally is every year. So, as we are, I got about 2 minutes to go, and I'm going to go ahead and just run through some scores, see if we got any more scores that have updated here, and as we're just filling some time here. Let's see. That is Perkins trying, now leads. Wow. They were up 20, or Cushing was up 28-7, people.
That's right.
They came back, and now they lead Cushing 29-28 after a 2-point conversion was good. I don't know what quarter that is in, but
should be the third.
They're in the third at least, because they started at 7 o'clock tonight. Interesting start, but Perkins has come all the way back. That is 7:43 left in the third period, 29-28. Coach, I can't remember his name. The coach at Cushing's not real happy at this point, I'm sure.
You don't have Stallworth anymore. That tends to hurt.
That does hurt. He was a huge part of that offense, partner. I mean,
last 3 years.
Last 3 years, yeah. Here's another score. Sulphur leads 20-0 over the Comets. So that would be, who's the Comets? It doesn't say.
Commerce.
The Comets? Commerce? No.
Oh, no. Mickey Mantle was the Commerce.
Who's the Comets?
Not sure.
Well, they lead the Comets. I don't know.
Commerce is the Tigers. That's my fault.
Broken Arrow 38-7 at halftime over UConn. Hera 22-20 with 7:14 left in the third quarter. Whoever they're playing.
It didn't say.
Let's see here. Stillwater. Here it is.
43-6.
43-6. This Pioneers on top. 4:03 left in the third, so not as bad as we thought.
No,
they actually scored.
Grant
U.S.
got a
Grant did.
touchdown. Yeah, good for them.
Stillwater looking to go to 4-0. Lindsay 56 over Frederick, 56-8 over Frederick. That's where Coach, the Blackwell coach, came from last year or this year from Frederick. Let's see here. Collinsville has climbed within a point from Coweta, 13-12. Minute left in the third, so there's a good one. Pryor taking on Tulsa Edison, and it is Pryor and Edison are tied at 14. Wow, Pryor, Edison must have a pretty good. Here's a good team that I didn't know was going to be good this year. They are perennially not good. Choctaw leads Enid 34-24. Choctaw is 3-0, bud.
No, they lost to Putnam North.
Oh, they did?
2-1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But they're a good team. They're not the doormat that they used to be.
No. Good wrestling school, but perennially not a good football
They
school.
lead the Plainsmen of Enid 34-24. Let's see here. 60-yard or Millwood. Let's see. Millwood.
No, that's a 60. I was reading that. Some kid, Mark Miller, for the OCS, kicked a 60-yard field goal.
60-yard field goal.
And a 55-yarder, I heard.
Went through the uprights, and he made the field goal. Good grief. And that is 2A football, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
you don't
amazing
see those.
seeing that at all at any level in high school.
Here's Guthrie, 21-0 over McGinnis. That's at McGinnis, too, partner.
Wow. That's good job by Guthrie. They struggled last week.
Let's see. LHS, is that Lawton? Yeah, they're taking on Putnam City
West.
Is that
yeah,
PWC?
West.
Who's PWC?
That's Putnam West.
It is Putnam West. That's how you do it.
They screwed up the C. That's
okay. So
PCW,
Putnam City, So Lawton leads Putnam City West 28-0. 4:07 left in the half.
Putnam City's playing Jinx, and it was 7-6 at the end of the first, but that's the last I saw of it.
If you haven't heard, Hennessy leads Alva 51-0 at half. You might tell Coach Young he might be interested in that. But halftime, the final score. For Garber, I just got it in. They called it at halftime, so Garber must have just really drubbed South Coffeyville. And it was 56-6, and South Coffeyville left. They left.
Wow.
They forfeited the game. So halftime, the final score, 56-6. The Wolverines get the win tonight, and South Coffeyville said that's enough. We're going to go home, lick our wounds, and get out of here.
Yeah. I drove through Garber on the way up here, partner. I took the 74 over to 60 and drove through Garber. It's a nice little town.
Very
Brady
nice.
Bond, I believe, played at Garber, Oklahoma State offensive tackle.
See if there's any other scores of interest. Yeah, halftime entertainment provided by OCS kicker Jack Mark Miller, who just booted 2 straight field goals from 55 then to a 60-yarder. Those were not game. Those were not game. He just did them in practice. But still, that's still impressive.
Apparently
and
the
they've had
crowd
kickers
was crazy,
before.
yeah.
So
the crowd went nuts, apparently.
now the team's coming back out. Blanchard 14-10 on top of whoever they're playing. Wasso now 36, Norman North 6. Let's see, Washington 14, Lexington 2 at halftime. Jones 28, Holdenville 0 halftime. Fairview 21, Moreland 6 at half, midway through the third, Davenport and Woodland, Davenport's up 46-0. Boy, Davenport has to go everywhere. They went to Garber last year, and Davenport's in the middle of nowhere. Waletka on top of Arcoma 46-12 halftime. Jinx leads Putnam City 7-6.
Yeah, Jinx down this year, partner.
Berry Hill 35, Claremore Sequoia 6. That's at half. Stillwater now scores again. Actually, that's not a updated score, but there's a lot of scores there for you, and I hope you enjoyed our scoreboard show. So, keys to the game in the second half: just keep doing what you're doing. For me, partner, and just limit the turnovers. You already had one. It was just laziness with the ball out.
Just trying to get extra yards.
Trying to get extra yards and putting that ball out there. That they're going to be stripping that every time, but. Other than that, partner, everything's working. Sustain some drives, I would agree with you on that one, too, because we did kind of get bottlenecked to a couple drives in that first half where it could have been a lot worse.
Right.
And Tonkawa should be happy that they are where they are right now, because it could be 30-something, 34-6 at least right now.
Easily.
So, but anyways, we're getting started for the third period of play. Tonkawa is going to have the ball to start the second half. So we'll see what adjustments that Perry comes out with defensively. And we kept you on here. We got all our breaks on here. I know that we're long-winded, and we're trying to fill the information, so we hope you enjoy it. We love all the scores. Text us all the area scores and district scores into us 405 204-4246, 405-204-4246. We'd love to have any of the district scores. We've got a couple, but we are still waiting on some. We'd like to hear what's going on in the district and the area schools. We already have one final. 56-6, Garber wins it over South Coffeyville at Garber tonight after halftime. They called it. So, anyways, getting ready to kick off here as Garrett Byers going to kick from his own 45. And I'm going to take a drink, so if you want to say something, let me take a drink.
Well, I'm wondering why they're kicking off from the 45. Was there a penalty at the end of the half that they decided to put it?
There must have been an enforced penalty. I didn't see it, but you're right, partner, because it's usually from the 35.
The 40 in high school.
40. So there must have been some kind of a penalty on Tonkawa. So Garrett Byer will kick from his own 45. We'll try to get clarification of that from the coaches after the game, but there's the kick. It's a high, short kick. Going to be taken by the up man at the 30. He drops it. It's on the ground, and Perry's recovered. That's Liam Clausen on the recovery, and Perry's going to have it 1st and 10 from the Tonkawa 31-yard line. Wow, there's the nightmare that the Tonkawa didn't want to have happen to him, and they just, boy. But you got to give Garrett, that was a good coverage play. Put it high in the air, a nice pooch kick, and they haven't fielded one cleanly yet tonight, partner.
No, they haven't. So good job by ours getting off there. Wow, I'm mumbling, partner. You better take over for me.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Tonkawa 31-yard line. Perry has it. 2 receivers to the far side. It's got an I formation. Byer behind Dawson Padilla, and now Colby Minhall behind him. Gets the snap. Going to give it to Garrett Byer. No, he's going to pitch it to, that's Brian Hatfield, and we're going to have a block in the back. That's going to be on Austin Reyes. And, boy, he was out there on an island by himself, and he got caught with a block in the back, and I got caught with Brian Hatfield coming in there. Let me see if Colby's down there. He's down there. It doesn't look like he's hurt. He's holding his helmet.
The helmet off, yeah.
I don't think he's hurt. I think they just wanted to try something different, and that play is going to be a block in the back. Or did they call holding? They called a holding. Yeah. Holding on Austin Reyes on the right side over there, trying to get a block in.
It's always good to get backups into the game, get good carries, kind of get some kind of rhythm, and just in case, something does happen, God forbid.
So 1st and 20 for the Perry Maroons. Now 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. 2-back set, that half diamond, gets a snap, Dawson does, gives it to the first man through, that is Hatfield. He gets away from the first tackler, gets across the 40, and he's going to be hit down right there. So we'll give him a pickup of 1 hard yard, just no blocking there.
No, give Hatfield credit. He runs very, very hard, just like he plays at linebacker. He's a ferocious runner as well.
So 2nd and 19 upcoming for the Maroons. A little hot here. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Got 2-back set, flanking both sides of Dawson Padilla. He's in the shotgun. Gets a snap, back to pass, takes 2 steps, has a slant, got Braden Sweet. 25-20, he's gone. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Perry. That's a 40-yard strike from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet, and boy, that was pretty. Had the inside route, and no chance for Tonkawa right there.
No, absolutely not. It's a single cover. Actually, I think they were in a zone, and Sweet just got inside the zone on a little bit of what we call like a post or a corner, and Padilla just laid it on him, and it was an amazing pass by Padilla, and Sweet did the rest.
Yeah, Braden did the rest. It's 26-6 now. Padilla gets a shot against snap, gives it to Brian Hatfield, trying to get the corner. Got it. He's trying to get in for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion. It's good, and Perry leads at 28-6. 11:04 left in the 3rd period. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
And welcome back to Brock Campbell. Welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma, as Perry has a 40-yard touchdown from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet on the slant route, and just a great route by Braden. 2-point conversion was good by Hatfield, and now the score is 28-6. And Perry, just like that, lightning strikes again, and just the worst nightmare for Tonkawa coming out of the halftime break. There's the kickoff, taken by the up man at the 30, 35, 40, and he's going to be hit down about the 42-yard line. Called the 43. 1st and 10 for Tonkawa at their own 43-yard line.
First one they fielded cleanly, partner. And that's the 3rd scoring drive for Perry that has been under a minute tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's like Oregon up in here.
It's starting to look like it out there. Do we have is Dawson going to turn into, what is his name?
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
To get about 4 inches taller.
Got a ways to go, but, never mind. You never know. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near for Tonkawa. 2-back set, motioning into that half diamond is Alexander again. Takes the snap's going to hand it off to his running back around the right side. Gets about, we'll call about 4 yards on the play, maybe 5, up to about the 48-yard line. So we'll give him 5 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 5 for the Tonkawa Buccaneers.
Is that Simpson again? I'm sorry.
I think it was Owen Simpson on the carry.
Pay attention there, Mike. Come on.
Alex Esch comes in. Rustin Martin goes out for the Bucks. All parried tonight, 28-6, and we figured it was going to be. Says, I guess we know what we're talking about sometime.
Yeah, it
2
happens.
receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 2-back set, flanking Tucker Alexander now on both sides. In the shotgun, takes a snap, going to give it to his running back. Almost fumbled it there.
It's 27.
And 27, that's Chase Fluger. He almost lost control of that partner. That's why he was driven back at the 50, or he might have got a little bit more. We'll give him 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for Tonkawa.
Yeah, that would have been devastating. He did bobble it on the exchange, and good job to recover, and then great job by the defense. Get the tackle. Was that tackle for loss, or did he get yardage?
That was a tackle for loss. Okay. No. He got 2 yards.
He got a couple yards. My apologies.
We got 2 receiving touchdowns for Braden Sweet tonight and 2 for Colby Mendenhall. So
the big guys are putting up the big numbers.
Big guys are putting the numbers up.
That's what you want.
3rd and 3 for Tonkawa at midfield. Alexander under center, and I was going to motion back out. 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far, 2-back set, half diamond, gets a snap, back to pass, rolling to his left. There's a flag. We're going to call holding. That's going to be holding on Tonkawa. The pass is complete for the 1st down, right at the marker. Actually, he was going to be short by a yard. It was a 2-yard pass.
Good tackle by Sweet.
But it's going to be, they might, if I'm Coach Bennett, I'm taking the penalty.
Yeah.
Because Tonkawa's probably going to go for it if it's 4th and short. I would take the chance and back them up 3rd and 13 and make them go another play here, and that's what they're going to do, I think.
Yeah, he's going to take it. I saw him motioning.
That was a holding on Tonkawa from the spot of the foul. It was spotted at about the 47-yard line. And, it's at the spot foul, so it'll be marked at the 37. And that was the play started at the 50, so that is a 13-yard penalty. So 13-yard penalty for the Buccaneers brings up 3rd and 16 for the Bucks as they have 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 2-back set, I formation. Alexander under center, now motioning back again like he has all game, it seems like, in that half diamond. Gets a snap, back to pass, rolls to his left, get a bit flushed out. He steps up in the pocket, throws down the field, has a receiver. It's going to be trapped, and and they say he caught it. That was trapped.
Wow.
Yeah, that was trapped. I don't think so, and the back judge didn't have a good view of it. The catch, he said he caught it, and he's a yard from the sticks, and that hit the ground, partner. That's going to be good for 15 yards. Actually, a 16-yard completion. They're going to call 1st down. I don't think so. There's no way that is complete.
Did not see who caught that either. So 86 or 85?
It's either 86 or we'll give it to 85 that came in, so it was Lane Summers, I think.
Okay.
But, boy, partner, that was trapped. I saw it way up here. I'm looking right down the line of scrimmage, and that was a bad miss right there.
It's tough to not have when you don't have replay.
2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near, 2-back set in the I formation. Now motioning back into the stacked formation, shotgun. Alexander gets a snap, almost bobbled again. That's Owen Simpson. He gets across the 40, falls forward to about the 38-yard line. We'll give him a pickup of 9 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Boy,
it's 27 again.
It was 27 Pfluger, Chase Pfluger. So we'll give him 9 yards on the play, 2nd and 1, or actually 8 on the play, 2nd and 2. And I know referees aren't perfect, and, our referees, they gave us a card. Our referee tonight, head referee J.J. Williams, umpire Mike Gallagher, line judge Jeremiah Webster, linesman Jeff Nolan, and Ronnie Tate, the back judge. So that's our officials. They actually came up here and asked us what we needed for our breaks. That was very nice of them. 2 receivers to the far side, or to the near side, 1 to the far. Motioning back into the half diamond. Rustin Martin coming in motion across the left side. Alexander gets the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's to number 2. And Mora is going to be stacked up in the backfield. He's going to lose about 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. And good pursuit there for Joe Rupp and Braden Sweet. Actually, Dylan Buck, Braden Sweet, and I'll call Devin Blanson in on the tackle there. Andrew Randall comes off limping a little bit. Actually, they gave him no yards. I thought he was back behind the line of scrimmage, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. No yards on the play. Boy, partner, I thought they had him back at the 40.
Yeah, it certainly looked
at
that
least.
way.
But they gave him the 39, which is the line of scrimmage. Boy, I'm not sure about these calls on this drive here. 2 receivers to the near side here. Perry side, 1 to the far. Alexander in the center, now motioning back again to that stacked formation, shotgun formation. 2 back set, gets the snaps, going to hand it off to Chase Pfluger up the center of the field. Got the first down across the 35, gets to the 34. We'll give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Host of Maroons in on that time.
So first down, another 3rd down conversion made. So they are 6 of 10 on 3rd down conversion tonight, Tonkawa that is. Perry leads at 28-6, 7:10 to go, 3rd quarter. It's been all Maroons tonight on just some explosive plays that we have seen just start to develop week in and week out, and this Perry offense is going to be a force to be reckoned with as we get into district play more and more.
Absolutely, partner.
Under 7 to go, 3rd quarter. Alexander under center. 2 receivers now to the far side. 2 back set in the I formation. Now motioning back to the half diamond again.
Well, they love that formation.
They sure do. Receiver in motion. That's Rustin Martin. Now he stops. Now handoff is to give Owen Simpson around the left side. Good tackle. Come up the field. Braden Sweet missed him, but he caused a little jam right there. And then he had his friends. It was Braden Sweet and friends on the tackle there. Owen Simpson. We'll give him no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Looked like if he would have bounced it out a little bit more and avoided Braden Sweet, he might have had the corner. But they gave him a yard. God, really? A yard on that? 2nd and 9. I saw him stacked right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a great play by Sweet. And yes, he didn't make the tackle initially, but you slowed it down and allowed everybody else to come swarm.
So 2nd and 9 for Tonkawa at the Perry 34-yard line. 6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. 2 back set. Now motioning back again to that half diamond. Alexander in that shotgun formation. Barking out the call, gets snapped. Fakes the handoff to Pfluger, flushes out to the right. He has a completion. That's Owen Simpson at the 30-yard line. He gets a pick of a 4 on that little flood route to the right side. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for Tonkawa. Those kind of passes really don't do anything for Tonkawa's offense, partner. I mean, against the defense like Perry.
It's just I think it was just a change of a look, just to give them a different look so they don't totally sell out on the run.
Right. Alex Esch comes into the ball game, replaced by Rustin Martin, replaced by Alex Esch, as we come 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line of Perry. 3 receivers, trips to the left. That's the far side, one to the near side. 1 back set by himself. Now Alexander will motion back into the shotgun formation, the pistol formation. Receiver comes in motion. It should have been a motion. That's Chase Pfluger. Gets across the 30. Still driving his feet, but he's going to be stacked up about the 28-yard line. Got 2. He needed 5. Going to bring up a 4th and 3 for Tonkawa, and he should have called the motion on that because he was not set. So it's going to be 4th and 3 upcoming for Tonkawa. No doubt. You're at the Perry 29. You're going to go for it.
Yeah.
It's certainly down 28-6. I mean, you really don't have anything to lose here.
No.
As Esch is going to come out, and Martin will come back in again. Boy, Martin looks like a good-looking freshman. I mean, he really does. He's a wide receiver, and get a couple summers in him, and he's going to have some weight on him. He's going to have, and he's 6'1".
Yeah.
So, and that's big for 2A.
That is, yeah.
2 receivers in the near, 1 to the far. Now motioning back into the half diamond. Alexander barking out the call. Is going to fake handoff to roll it to his left. Has a receiver, overthrew him, and he had him in the flat, partner, and just overthrew him. But it was decent coverage by the Maroons, but they forced the 4th down and turnover on downs. Perry will take over. 0-2 is Tonkawa on 4th down conversion tonight. Perry will take over from their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Padilla will bring the troops out with 3:58 to go. We'll try to get a break in here if we can. The referee said he would give me 30 seconds, but he hasn't given me 30 seconds yet. Because I could have gotten a break in there, but he didn't give me enough time. But regardless, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near for Perry. 1 back set flanking Dawson Padilla. I think that's Hatfield again. I think it is.
Yeah, Colby's on the sideline.
Colby's on the sideline. Something I hope he's not hurt. Hatfield comes to the right side or the left side. Now he's going to get the snap. And zone read by Dawson goes up the middle and falls forward to almost the 35. We'll call it the 34. That's a 5-yard pickup and a 2nd and 5 for Perry.
That was a good decision by Padilla to keep that.
Yeah, I'm looking at Colby, and he does have his helmet off.
I hope it's not a concussion. Or we just hope it's.
I didn't see anything
Hatfield
that he got
carries.
hit.
Exactly. We're just hoping it's to get Hatfield some run. That's about it.
So 2nd and 5 for Perry. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 in the near. Stop route to Austin Reyes. Has the ball. 35, 40, 45. That's Braden Sweet. Gets across the 45. Falls forward to about the 48-yard line. 14-yard pickup and a 1st down for Perry.
He is really hard to take down in the open field.
It's only the 3rd 1st down for Perry, partner.
Yeah, that's chunks of yardage.
I mean, people will look at, we don't have any 1st downs. We don't need them. We have too many big plays.
Yeah.
So I actually gave him the 49, so I gave him 15 on the play. 1st and 10 from the Perry 49-yard line, 3:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Trips to the left side. That's the near side for Perry. 1 to the far side, 1 back set. Dawson gets it. Stop route to Garrett Byer down their left side. 50, 45, 40. Dump truck down. No, he's still going. Across the 35, still going. And Coach Bennett is high-stepping down the sideline as Garrett gets to the 33-yard line. That's a 16-yard pickup and another 1st down for Perry, and he just cracked me up.
Yeah, Bennett was running right along with him as Barrett. You got him, Garrett Byer, in the open field, just running people over. That was a good thing to watch.
16-yard pickup, boy. That we said if we get him out in the flat, there's no cornerback's going to be able to take Garrett down.
No, absolutely.
And he just kept turning those legs, partner. Stacked eye now for Perry in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Dawson does. Now he's going to sweep it to Hatfield. Gets across the 30. Cuts up 30. Now to the left side. Still going. Now fighting to the 25. Across the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9 yards, and it's going to bring 2nd and 1. And I'm liking the way Brian's running too.
He's running very well, and I really like that play formation by Coach. That's something we hadn't seen much of, if at all, this year. And fake it to Byer and pitch out to Hatfield's a beautiful thing.
2:20 to go in the period. 2nd and 2 again. Actually, give him 8.
Running it again.
2nd and 2 for Perry at the 24-yard line at Tonkawa. Dawson gets the snap, gives it to Garrett Byer up the middle. Runs over one guy and gets it to the 22-yard line. And he ran over Brian Jordan. Wow, partner. Wow. Yeah, those two have met on the mat before. So he gets it to the 22. Just completely ran him over. He got 2 yards, needed 2. He got a 1st down. 1st and 10 for Perry.
Yeah, that was the same formation, but only this time they handed it to Byer. I'm liking this. This is a good drive. Throwing some wrinkles in.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. That's Drake Dale on the far. 2 back set here, given to Brian Hatfield up the middle, 20, and he's going to be dump truck down about the 16, maybe 17-yard line. If it's at the 17, we'll give it to him. Actually, no, they're going to give it to 16. That's a 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4 for Perry. Owen Simpson on the tackle, along with Britton. Minute 35 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Perry leads 28-6 and driving. Stacked eye formation again for Perry. Gets a snap, gives it to Garrett Byer right up the middle. Crosses the 15, gets hit hard down at the 14. And we'll give him a pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play. Now give him 3, so 3rd and 2 upcoming.
They've got their yard markers a little off.
3rd and 2 for the Maroons at the Tonkawa 14-yard line. Stacked eye again. Dawson Padilla takes a snap, gives it to Garrett Byer up the middle, falls forward to the 10-yard line, got 4 yards. That's a 1st down, and a 1st and goal for Perry at the 10.
Just got tripped up on that play.
Yeah, he did.
Score.
Sure did. 59 seconds to go in the quarter, and Garrett just got tripped up, or he probably would have scored.
This is a good drive, partner. Starting our own 29. This is over 2 minutes now. It's what we were talking about, sustaining longer drives.
Dawson Padilla gets a call in. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Maroons. And we were missing a break, so I've got one break left in the third quarter, so I'm hoping we score so I can get it in.
I look for Dale over the top of the fade in the end zone.
Stack dive. Got one receiver set to the far, one to the near. Dawson gets the snap again, gives it to Garrett Byer up the middle. Now he bounces out to the left side. Going to be tripped up at the 6. Falls forward maybe to the 5. Might be 2nd and 5 from the 5. Actually, they're going to call it 2nd and 6 from the 6. So give him 4 yards on the play.
Well, I thought they might go over the top, but why not? Just keep running it.
Padilla comes out. Padilla comes out with the call. See if they're going to try to get another play in. 17 seconds to go. Kevin, if I don't get this break in, we'll play break 14 and 15 back to back. If we can do that, please. 9 seconds to go. Dawson Padilla now in the shotgun, gives it to Hatfield right up the center. Hatfield dodges there's a flag. And we've got fireworks over there. What do we have fireworks over? We got a flag on the play. That's usually holding for Perry, and that's the end of the third quarter. Let's see what the holding is. We'll go ahead and take a break. Stack of 14 and 15 breaks. Kevin, you're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
The National Institute of Mental Health reports that 1 in 4 adults will experience a mental health disorder in a given year. I'm Marjorie McGinn, President and Executive Director of Women in Government. Talk to your healthcare provider because serious mental illness can be treated. Between 70 and 90% of individuals see significant symptom relief and improved quality of life. To learn more, please visit womeningovernment.org.
Hey, Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
The world needs a lot of energy to run, so we care about where and how it's produced. At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work, because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
Hey, welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. Just to let you know, this game is sponsored in part by Devon Energy, who take pride in supporting local communities and events where they operate. Visit devonenergy.com today to learn more about how they're one of the world's leading oil and natural gas producers. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep, and commitment is running deep for the Prairie Maroons as they are up 28-6. As we're trying to figure out what the flag was at the end of the third quarter.
They picked it up, partner.
But they picked it up, so it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Maybe they forgot
from the 6-yard line. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation, pistol formation, stacked eye. He takes a snap, gives it to Austin Reyes down the right side of the formation, and good tackle there by Tucker Alexander. No gain. Actually, might have lost a yard, but it's going to bring up 3rd and goal for Perry.
This is part of the drives we were kind of talking about. This is going to be their 11th play here.
Still no Colby Mendenhall, so we're just wondering if he's going to get some reps. I mean, that might be what's going on. We're hoping that's the case. Might check next door after we take our break and see if we can ask Coach Lindsay what's going on.
I'm going to let you do that, Bart.
Okay.
You know the coaches and I don't.
3rd and goal from the 5 for Perry. Padilla in the pistol formation. Gets a snap. Going to give it to Brian Hatfield around the right side. Got a convoy. Touchdown, Perry. Brian Hatfield. 5-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion upcoming, but Perry all over. It's 34-6 right now, and it's just becoming a nightmare that won't end for Tonkawa, partner.
Absolutely not. Great seal blocks on the edge and good blocks by the receiver on the right side of the field. Hatfield walked in untouched.
And Tonkawa, I told you people are not going to understand what's happening with Perry, what's going to be coming for him this year. It's a totally different team. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation takes a snap, gives it Garrett Byer up the middle. Conversion up the middle is good, and dump trucks his way into the end zone, 36-6, and we're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Follow up with your team and favorite players in the Perry Daily Journal, supplying your local news for 120 years. The PDJ is a proud supporter of Perry Maroon athletes. From headlines to classifieds, covering Noble County for more than a century. Pick up a paper or check out our e-edition today to keep current on all of Noble County news. Visit our website at www.tdjnews.com to subscribe and friend us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Brian Hatfield has gone around the right side for a 5-yard touchdown score. Garrett Byer adds the 2-point conversion, and Perry all over Tonkawa, 36-6 on their homecoming night. And Perry's for real, people. I'm not trying to be biased, but we're for real this year. They got that taste out of their mouth from last week. Stroud's a good team, but we didn't play good. And this is what we thought we would see going forward. And you know, this is what is going to happen with our team this year. It's just going to get better.
Absolutely, partner. I want to note it was a 4-minute, 26-second drive as Byer kicks off another pooch kick.
Takes it up 35. That's Simpson. Gets up the middle of the field, maybe to the 39-yard line, falls forward, and that's where they're going to start. 39-yard line, 1st and 10 from their own 39, Tonkawa. As get my papers here. I got too many papers. That was another kickoff. How many kickoffs does Garrett have? Like 5?
We've scored 6 touchdowns, and he's got the kick, so 7.
7. Okay,
yeah.
so we'll just say 7. And 2 punts.
Right.
Okay. So Tonkawa will have it at their own 40. It's the 39. I think there we go. Scoreboard.
5 touchdowns, partner. My bad. So 6 kickoffs.
Okay.
My apologies.
Tonkawa will have it 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the near side. 1 back set. Alexander gets it, pumps, fakes down. He has no, and he's going to be sacked right there by Austin Reyes at the 28-yard line. That is a 9-yard loss, and that's a covered sack, partner.
Absolutely.
He had nowhere to go.
No, he didn't, and Reyes stayed at home and read the play well and just mauled him in the backfield.
9-yard loss brings up a second, and actually going to be a 10-yard loss all the way back to the 29 now. It's a 10-yard loss, 2nd and 20. So 10-yard loss on the sack. Austin Reyes all by himself, and he stayed home, didn't bite on the fake, and good coverage in the backfield as well. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Now 2 backs flanking Alexander. Gets the snap in the shotgun formation. He's going to give it. That's Pfluger, and he's going to be stopped right there. No gain. They gave him a yard. They're generous on the yard. They gave him the yard to the 30. And that was, Chase Pfluger on the carry, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 19 for Tonkawa. Try to get a word on what's going on with Colby Mendenhall. He does, we're looking down. He doesn't look hurt.
Where's he at? See, he's hiding in there somewhere.
He's hiding. So, just give some other, scores. Perkins now leads 36-35 over Cushing the 4th quarter.
Well, Colby's in their corner now.
Now Colby's in a corner. I think they're just giving Brian some reps then.
That's
probably what it is.
Yeah.
Alexander rolls to his right. It's going to pass short. It's incomplete. And great coverage over there. That's Braden Sweden covers the senior. And we have noticed a difference in the pass coverage tonight. Granted, it's not a passing team, but Perry has made some adjustments from last week to this week. And there's just nowhere to throw the ball for Alexander.
No, absolutely not. Sweet. He's really laying the wood tonight. He has a great hit, knocking the ball loose.
Bring a 4th down and 19 for Tonkawa. They will have to punt. No choice here. Back deep to receive is Drake Dell. He stands about his 37-yard line. Pass is high. It goes off his fingertips. And Tonkawa's trying to get a punt off. He's going to be, Crowder's still on his feet. There's a block in the back. And Perry's going to have it 1st and 10 way back in Tonkawa territory. And it's just getting worse for Tonkawa.
Probably decline that penalty unless they can charge it to the after the run too. But it was during the play.
I think it was during the play. Decline the penalty, take the ball about the 15 or the 10-yard line, wherever it was, and that's where it's gonna be spotted. The 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for Perry. Good grief for Tonkawa.
Man, Hatfield get some more carries. Maybe get to see Santoy tonight.
So 1st and 10. Yeah, we might have to dive deep into our roster. Actually, use it tonight for Perry. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Padilla brings the troops out. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. And people may think we're running the score up, but we're still adjusting to our offense too. So Padilla gets it. There's Colby around the left side. Has the corner. 10, 5, and he gets to maybe we'll say the 4-yard line. Maybe actually he's coming back. We'll mark him about the 6-yard line. If that's the case, then that's a 9-yard pickup. That is a 9-yard pickup from the 6. So 2nd and 1, and Colby back out there, got the corner, and he's back out there again. So I think he's just, you gotta have reps. You gotta get more running backs. There's the snap, given to Byer up the middle, cuts across the right side, and he fumbles in the end zone. But Johnny on the spot is Braden Sweet, and I think he got on top of it. Touchdown, Braden Sweet. So how do we score that one?
It's a 6-yard run for Byer, and then
5 yards to the 6 to the goal, and then Braden Sweet covers for the touchdown. So
that's a wacky play, folks.
So we'll give Braden Sweet officially a rushing touchdown of a yard. Garrett gets the 6-yard carry, and and when it's going right, partner, it's going right.
Absolutely.
And 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter. It's all Perry, 42-6 with the conversion upcoming. That started the 15 of Tonkawa. That was about how many plays? 4, 5, 3,
2.
That's 2 plays. Garrett Byer trying to go up the middle for the conversion. It's no good. He is stopped short, and it's 42-6. And we're going to go ahead and get our break in. You're listening to Prairie Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
We have a simple message for our local residents and neighbors.
The best patient experience in healthcare isn't an hour away.
It's right here at Stillwater Medical Center.
We're pledging excellence.
And our physicians, nurses, and staff are promising compassionate care every day.
So when you need understanding, attentive treatment,
You can stay close to home.
learn more by visiting stillwatermedical.com.
Hey, welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as Perry has gone up 42-6 now with 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter in the ball game, and they're going to get ready to kick off back to Tonkawa. And boy, I think Tonkawa is just ready to get out of here and not remember this night ever again.
I agree, partner. And that's the 4th touchdown drive under a minute in this game.
Braden Sweet's got 2 receiving touchdowns tonight.
And that fumble.
And a fumble recovery, which is a rush touchdown. Now, kickoff taken by Owen Simpson, crosses the 40, dump truck down there about the 41-yard line. That's where Tonkawa is going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 41. And we're going to start to see some new bodies in there for Perry as Coach Bennett is looking at the sidelines and wants to get everybody he can in now. So we're going to have to dive into our roster, partner.
Yep.
Let me get mine out. Got our breaks in so I can close that up. 1st and 10 for Tonkawa from their own 42-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, 2-back set. Now motioning back into the half diamond. Alexander in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, back to pass, takes 2 steps, fires. It's complete to Lane Summers. Lane, is that his name?
Is that 85 or 6?
86. Lane Summers out. Lane Summers is complete across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Give him a pickup of 5, actually the 47. Give him a pickup of 5 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Tonkawa. And young bodies going in there for Perry now. As Colby Mendenhall is going to come out, going to be replaced by number 22. That is Chandler Ebersol over there on the left corner. We got Braden Sweet and Joe Rupp still manning the backfield for Perry. Tucker's going to take the snap, going to give it to Chase Pfluger. Hit in the backfield, but falls forward to midfield. Gets 3 yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 2 for Tonkawa.
That was Spencer's little brother,
Jansen Hartwig has come into the ball game as well. And we've got 72 in. That was a 3-yard pickup. We got 72 in there. Bailey Burdick now in for Perry, the sophomore defensive lineman. If I catch any other numbers, I'll let you know. Still got some senior leadership in the backfield for Perry. 3rd and 2 for Tonkawa. Alexander motions back in that half diamond. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 in the near. Takes the snaps, going to hand it off. That's Chase. Actually, that's Owen Simpson. Gets the first down, has it across the 45, falls forward to about the 42-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup and a first down.
So that was Simpson, partner?
That was Simpson. 8 yards on the pickup. 3rd first down of the half. And that's another made 3rd down. So they are 7 of 13 on 3rd down conversion. Pretty good percentage there for Tonkawa.
That's a positive they can look forward to.
2 receiver set, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. Stacked I formation in the backfield. Alexander under center, takes the snap now. Is going to roll to his right, gets flushed in the pocket, passes short. It's caught. That is Britton. Gets it across the 25, falls forward to the 21-yard line, gave him the 20. So that is a 22-yard pickup and a first down for Tonkawa. Actually got it all the way up to the, they're spotting at the 17, partner. That's a 25-yard pickup.
Okay, thank you, partner.
Braden Sweet comes out of the ball game. Liam Clausen now replaces him. Got all youth in the backfield. I've got the JV basically, and I think Alexander under center motions back in that half diamond. Two receivers to the far, or two of the receivers to the near, one to the far. Pass on the slant right is complete. That's either Mercer or Summers. I think it was Summers, and it was complete across the 10-yard line to about the 6-yard line. So that is a gain from the 18 to the 6. That's another first down for Tonkawa, 12 yards and a first down.
Did you say that was Mercer?
I think that was Summers. That was Summers.
Okay.
So another first down for Tonkawa. That's their 5th of the second half. So first and goal for the Buccaneers at the 6-yard line. 5:38 to go. Perry leads this one 42-6. Alexander under center. Two back set. Two receivers on the near side, one to the far. Now they motion back into that half diamond again, which they love. Takes a snap. Is going to give it to the first man through. That is Chase Pfluger. He goes up the middle for a touchdown. 6-yard touchdown. And I think that was Chase Pfluger.
Well, they look so similar. I couldn't tell either.
I think it is. I see the 7, I think. Turn around. There it is. Chase Pfluger, 27. 6-yard touchdown run right up the middle. Makes the score 42-12 as we've got 5:21 to go in the ball game. It's pretty much elementary at this point, but nice to see Tonkawa get back on the board with 5:21 to go. And that drive started at the 41.
Yep. I got 6 plays.
From 6 plays for the touchdown, covered 59 yards. Touchdown running. Conversion upcoming here. Alexander under center, 2-back set. One receiver to the far, one to the receiver to the near. Rolls out to his right, looking to pass. Now he steps up. Now he's flushed. Now he's going to come back to the left side. Going to be bottled up by the young players for Perry. And no good on the conversion. That was Luke Vollmer on the tackle. And it's going to be 42-12, and we'll keep right here, 5:21 to go. So we'll say that was Pfluger, Chase Pfluger with the 6-yard touchdown run. And the conversion no good and the defensive coach is already gone and out of here. So that is it he doesn't want to see anything else, and why should he? His defense has played very good tonight, 42-12. As Perry's going to get the ball back here to start the next drive. And I expect we'll see the JV. We'll see Liam Clausen under center, and we'll see what they can figure out on this drive here with 5:21 to go.
I agree, partner. I think we might see an onside kick here. I know it's elementary at this point, but I saw them working on it before the game. I think Tonkawa might go ahead and try it here. Why not? I mean, you're down 30. Just try to work on things at this point. But like you said, Perry's defense has been very good since that first drive in the game. I mean, they've probably only given up about 75 yards the rest of the game. Yeah, about that. 159 yards right now for Tonkawa, and 71 in that first touchdown drive.
How many passing yards does Perry have tonight, partner?
Let's see.
Got a bunch.
Yeah, over 200. 178.
Oh, not quite 200. I thought it was more than that, but.
Me too. Well, they haven't passed a whole lot. It's just kind of chunks.
There is a pooch kick.
Out of bounds.
It's going to be out of bounds, and Perry's going to get the ball about the 40-yard line.
I didn't expect that. I thought they.
And it's 42-12 with 5 minutes to go. And the ball game, Perry leads it 42-12 over the Tonkawa Buccaneers. And they'll take over from their own 35. I thought it was the 40 in high school, but it's their own 35 when it goes out of bounds. Let's see who can. Yeah, Liam Clausen coming into the ball game for Perry. And he's had one game under his belt. He said he was nervous the first time he got out there with Crescent. So let's see what he can do here as we've got the JV squad out there now.
Santoy, I think, in the backfield.
That is Santoy Rhodes in the backfield. One receiver to the far side, one to the near, 2-back set, I formation. Liam Clausen gets it, hands it to Santoy. He's going to be stacked up in the backfield and driven back for a loss, back to about the 39-yard line, giving it a loss of 4 yards.
I think he changed
on
his
the play.
number, didn't he? Is he number 9 now?
Yes, he's number 9, yes.
I thought he was 31.
So
5-yard loss.
They gave him a 5-yard loss, so about 2nd and 15, not 2nd and 32, people.
Okay,
2nd and 13, they actually call it on the scoreboard, so we'll call it 2nd and 13. Give him a 3-yard loss.
Oh, good.
And number 11 is going to come out of the ball game. That is Brandon Douglas.
Man. Oh, really, really deep.
As we've got all the youth out there, 4:40 to go in the ball game. 42-12. Perry leads this one. Liam Clausen under center. He's going to get this sweep to Santoy, and he drops it, but it's covered up. And another loss in the play, probably about another 4 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 17 upcoming for Perry. Crow got the recovery there. Clifton Crow, that is, number 32, freshman. 33 comes in for the ball game. That's for Perry. That's Brian Shadowin, the sophomore, 5'8", 155. Now coming into the ball game is number 18 as well, Destry Tovar, freshman, 5'8", 115.
Man, I like it. I like seeing all the guys.
This is just going to do wonders for him down the road because they're going against the ones right now. Give us to Santoy Rhodes, and he's going to be, there's going to be a face mask. That's definitely a face mask. Where the referee threw that's got to be a face mask, and I think the way he fell, I'm pretty sure it could be a hold too, but we'll see what the referee called.
Too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field for Perry.
Well, that'll happen.
And that's what happens with youth, and they'll decline it, and they'll have to punt. He's looking at Coach Kirtley. Yeah, they're going to decline it. It's going to be 4th down. So too many men on the field, decline. 4th and 19 for Perry, and they'll have to punt. Garrett Byers going to have to come back on the field for his 3rd punt of the ball game. He's only punted 3 times, partner.
That's a good recipe for success.
Yep, here he comes. He's going to have to punt it from his own 26-yard line. 3:50 to go in the ball game. And Perry falls another 3rd down, 0-3 on 3rd down conversions tonight. So really haven't been in that formation where they've needed to convert, and they haven't had many 1st downs. Now they got to get one man off the field. That's Bulmer, and finally gets off the field. There's the snap, back to punt as Byer. It's a short, low kick. Going to be taken by Rustin Martin. Good tackle in the backfield. Braden Sweet. Johnny on the spot. Didn't go anywhere with the ball. That is Rustin Martin. He's knocked down about the 43-yard line. That's where he fielded it. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Tonkawa at their own 43 with 3:44 to go in the ball game. And Perry all over 42-12. And we're just filling time here and going to get some youngsters out there on the defense again and see if Perry can do anything defensively with these youngsters. As Tonkawa has also put some of their youngsters in as well, too. So we're going to have to dive into both rosters. And we got a different quarterback as well.
Looks like Martin. I think that's number 1.
That is Rustin Martin. Gets the handoff to Simpson. Owen Simpson's still in there, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. So 2nd and 10 upcoming. Good push in there for the Maroons. Let's see if I get some numbers. Is that Bulmer? That's Bulmer in there, along with some defensive linemen in there. 72. That was Bailey Burdick, and the nose guard. I think that's Battles. If I can't see his number. That's going to bring it 2nd and 10, and Rustin Martin now in at quarterback for the Buccaneers. Doesn't say he's a quarterback, but I guess he can. He's an athlete, so he might be the next quarterback for Tonkawa. They got 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 2-back set. Now motioning back into this the half diamond. Gets a snap. Going to hand it off. The ball's on the ground, and Martin recovers it and gets back to the line of scrimmage and then gets a couple yards. But good awareness by Rustin Martin, the freshman. Got 2 yards, picked up the ball, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Tonkawa.
Yeah, that was. Fumbled on the exchange, and Martin was very aware of picking it up and able to get any yards on that. It was incredible. Good little player.
3rd and 8, 2:35 and counting to go in the ball game. If you're listening to us in the stands or on your phone or whatever, stay here because Perry Maroon Marching Band will perform after the ball game. Their halftime show. Wizard of Oz this year. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, 2-back set. Martin motions back into that halftime, and again, 3rd and 8. In the shotgun, he gets a snap. He's going to give it to the running back. He gets away from 2 tackles, 45-40, and he's going to be drugged down. He crosses the 40 to about the 38-yard line. Pickup of 5, 10, 15, 17 yards on the play. Is that right? From the 45 to the 38? I think that is right. 17 yards on the play and a 1st down for Tonkawa.
That was Pfluger, wasn't it?
That was Chase Pfluger on the carry, yes.
Well, Tonkawa's keeping the first teamers in.
They got some of them in. They're not all in there, but they got some of them in there.
I guess at running back they're not quite as deep.
Rustin brings him to the line of scrimmage, minute 48 and counting. Back in that halftime, and again gets the snaps. Going to hand up. No, he's going to fake it. Going to run across the right side. Got a hold.
Yeah.
That's going to be on Owen Simpson, and he's going to be guilty of the hold at the 40-yard line. That'll bring it back to midfield.
That's a fatigue penalty right there. You got Douglas coming in off the edge, and he's fresh, and Simpson isn't. So that was a nice play by Douglas to draw the hold.
Well, and the numbers this year too for Tonkawa, they've lost so many guys, and you're forced to play both sides. I mean, you just don't have any choice because you have youth over there on the sideline, and Perry has 48, and I think Tonkawa only had like 30-something out this year with the numbers they lost. So it is going to be holding on Tonkawa. It's only going to be back to the 47-yard line, so it's only going to be, what is that, 7-yard penalty? 9-yard penalty?
Yeah, they were 38.
9-yard penalty, back to the 47. Minute 38 to go in the ball game. Perry leads it 42-12. They're going to go to 3-1, 1-0 in the district.
That's the key one. 1-0
that
in
is,
the district.
and you'll get the full 15 points as well.
Absolutely.
Two receivers to the far side, one to the near. Two-back set, now motioning him back into that halftime and again. Rustin gets the snap, rolling to his right. It's going to pass short. It's complete. That's Owen Simpson across the 45. Makes a man miss to the 40. Cuts back toward the center of the field. Gets to about the 39-yard line. That's a good pickup of about 12 yards. Brings up. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 8 for Tonkawa with a minute 10 to go in the ball game. We'll give him 11 yards, so 2nd and 9. And I don't think Tonkawa is going to be doing very much here. I think they're just ready to go to the house here. Under a minute to go. They're not in any hurry. Two receivers on the near side, one to the far side. One back set. Actually trips to the near side. Now they're going to motion back into the shotgun. Running back flanks him on the left side. Martin gets the snap. Rolls to his left. Fires. And it's complete. Good catch there. Made by the Tonkawa Buccaneer up across the 25, falls forward to the 23. That's a 13-yard gain and a first down.
It was Mercer that time.
And that was Mercer, number 85, and another first down for Tonkawa. Under 40 seconds to go. 23-yard line of Perry. Tonkawa trying to get some more points on the board, make this one look a little bit more respectable, but this one has not been an issue tonight.
No, absolutely not, partner.
Most points Perry's put up on the board thus far this year. And then homecoming will be. We said Perry could go 5-0 on the road this year, and they definitely are probably going to do that. So, three receivers to the near side, one to the far, one back set. Rustin Martin back in the shotgun, gets the snap, fakes handoff, going to go around the left side, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, gets across the 15, and is tackled right there at the 15. Got 8. And that's going to be the last play of the game. Your Perry Maroons are 3-1, 1-0 in district, and Perry wins this one 42-12, going away against the Tonkawa Buccaneers here on their homecoming in Tonkawa. Keep it right here. We're going to come back with the game stats, some scores of interest, wrap it up, and get you out of here as the Perry Maroons are victorious here at Tonkawa. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Hey, football fans. Crunch, crack, and bang of bones go along with gridiron football. But where do you go when your bones take a hit? Turn to Stillwater's own Ortho Oklahoma. As bone and joint specialists, our board-certified orthopedic physicians join physical therapists and nurses to treat your injuries with hometown friendliness and expert care. At Ortho Oklahoma, we are keeping you together. Learn more at orthook.com or call 405-707-0900.
Duty, neighbors united for the common good. Honor, the faith that dedication to a noble cause is right, just, and good. Country, a vow to support our nation's people during desperate times. Duty, honor, country. We're the Army National Guard. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
The Army National Guard, you can.
Sponsored by the Oklahoma National Guard. Aired by the Oklahoma Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Perry gets the 30-point win over the Tonkawa Buccaneers and upsets the Buccaneers on homecoming night. And it was a different script that we thought would happen this year as opposed to last year, Mike. And boy, howdy, boy, was it different.
Absolutely, partner. 4 quick strike drives, 4 drives under a minute for touchdowns for Perry. They hit him hard and they hit him fast and they hit him often, and it just kind of really just. So I don't think surprised Tonkawa. I would say a 30-point victory. I don't think they saw that coming. I mean, they saw the film, so maybe they did, but this was just a blitzkrieg, as I said earlier.
Well, Perry was favored by 6, partner, and we both thought that was way too low.
Yeah, that that's not somebody not watching the film right there.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and recap the scoring. We'll come back after the break and have some stats as well for the game, but let's recap the scoring. Perry got on the board first blood very quickly with 11:02 left in the first quarter. Started at their own 45-yard line, was 3 plays, covered 55 yards, but because of a penalty, it was a 60-yard touchdown run by Colby Mendenhall. The 2-point conversion by Colby was good and made the score 8-0. And Perry was up 8-0 very quickly. 3:20 to go, first quarter. Tonkawa started from their own 29-yard line. That play that covered 13 plays, 71 yards. It was a touchdown run by Chase Fluger, a 1-yard plunge. 2-point conversion pass by Tucker Alexander was no good, made the score 8-6. Minute 40 to go, Perry got back on the board from their own 47. That's where the drive started. Took only 4 plays once again, covered 53 yards, but it resulted in a 37-yard touchdown pass. Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet on the fade route down the left sideline, which is the Perry sideline. 2-point conversion was no good. That made the score 14-6 Perry. In the second quarter, the only score in the quarter was 11:23 to go in the quarter. Perry started at the Tonkawa 45. 2-play drive, 45 yards it covered. It was a 20-yard touchdown run around the right side. Colby Mendenhall, nobody was even close to near him. 2-point conversion by Byer was no good. That made the score 20-6 at halftime. In the third quarter, Perry only one that scored. 11:04 left to go in the period. It was started at the Tonkawa 30-yard line, covered 30 yards, had 2 plays. Result was a 40-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet. Again, on the slant route, Braden just had a great slant and had the inside route. Nobody had any chance to get him. He raced to the end zone. The 2-point conversion was good. By Brian Hatfeld. That made the score 28-6. In the fourth quarter, 11:27 to go, Perry started at their own 27. That drive was 71 yards, covered 11 plays, covered 71 yards, resulted in a Brian Hatfield 5-yard touchdown run. The Garrett Byer point after attempt was good, and that made the score 36-6 Perry. 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter, last Perry scoring drive. Perry started at the Tonkawa 10. That was 2 plays, covered 15 yards. The result was a Garrett Byer 6-yard run to the goal line. He fumbled the ball. Braden Sweet got credit for a 1-yard touchdown run after he recovered the fumble. The 2-point conversion by Byer was no good. That made the score 42-6. 5:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Tonkawa, their last score of the ball game, started at their own 41. Had 6 plays, 59 yards, touchdown run by Chase Fluger, 6 yards, touchdown right up the gut on the center, right up the center of the field. 2-point conversion was no good, and that made the score 42-12, and that's the final, 42-12. Perry all over the Buccaneers, and they start 1-0, get the full 15 points. Most importantly, they got the differential points too as well. So if there's any kind of tiebreaker, you know, if you keep scoring 42 points every week, that's going to help you too if there's like a tiebreaker as well, because it goes by points as well if there's a tie somewhere in there. But Perry off and running, great start to the district, Mike, and it was just the game we thought was going to happen tonight. And everybody said that Tonkawa was going. A lot of people said Tonkawa was going to win. They obviously didn't do their homework. We know our team better than a lot of people. You're looking at the Daily Oklahoma and the coaches' aid. They don't follow what we follow, and they're just going on last year's record. I think now, maybe some heads will turn and maybe start to give Perry some respect this year.
I think so. I mean, that's 2 road wins where we've outscored opponents 82-19.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're right.
Because Crescent was on the road as well, and then Blackwell 22-6. So of 3 road games, that's over 100. It's 104-25. It's a 79 point difference on the road.
Right.
And, we've only had the 1 home game. We got 3 coming up. So, but I think people will stand up and take notice with this team, and they had a great performance tonight. Second half, they had that long sustaining touchdown drive, which is something I wanted to see them do. And you got to see the youngsters play, building depth. Tackling was better in the second half. They played as good as better in the second half. You could say that on in some portions of the game.
You had 1 turnover. You had a couple drives that stalled. a couple high passes with Dawson, but I thought Dawson did a really, really good job of flushing last week. He made great reads tonight. That bubble screen was there all night, and he got it down to his receivers, made somebody miss, and then that opened up the slants, that opened up the fades, and he was on point tonight. Just props to Dawson Padilla. And I think we need to think about who our players of the game are defensively and offensively. We'll figure that out in the break. But Dawson had a great night. Colby had a good night. He was used sparingly, but when you have a 30-point win, you don't have to use him as much as you need to. Brian Happel came in, had some good carries. Just an overall good performance to start the district. And now the district and maybe some people are going to start to take notice to say, oh, where's Perry come from? I mean, we might want to start taking for real. So it's great. We're going to go home for homecoming. Our homecoming next week. Pawnee's going to come to town. Perry's going to be heavily favored again. And we're just going to see more and more development every week and every week. So Perry wins this one 42-12. We're going to take our first break of the postgame. The postgame sponsored by the Womack Agency. Steve Womack of Farmers Insurance. You're listening to Perry Marine Football on Triple Play Sports.
I'm Lori Pierce with First Bank and Trust Company. We've been providing sensible home mortgages to your friends and neighbors for years. We can help you find the mortgage with the right terms just for you. We're committed to helping you with a broad range of programs and personalized service. Call Michelle Woods or me today at 580-336-5562, or you can apply online at bankfbt.com or with our convenient mortgage app. First Bank and Trust Company is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
To win football games, it takes great coaching, hard work, and talent. To stay in business for 19 years, Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick of Perry has valued its customers, providing them with friendly, outstanding service and the best prices around. Our customers tell us we're a comfortable place to buy a car. If you haven't experienced the Vance Perry difference, come by for a visit. You'll be glad you did. Vance Chevrolet GMC Buick, family owned and operated for 19 years, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
What if we got rewarded for every good decision?
Dinner. Meal needs a vegetable. Check.
Amazing!
Vegetables cooked with a healthier oil instead of butter.
Fantastic! Replacing bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or vegetable oil, is good for your heart. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Visit heart.org/Face the Fats. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fats campaign.
Follow up with your team and favorite players in the Perry Daily Journal, supplying your local news for 120 years. The PDJ is a proud supporter of Perry Maroon athletes, from headlines to classifieds, covering Noble County for more than a century. Pick up a paper or check out our e-edition today to keep current on all of Noble County news. Visit our website at www.pdjnews.com to subscribe and friend us on Facebook. The Perry Maroon Postgame Show is brought to you by the Womack Insurance Agency, Farmers Insurance Agent Steve Womack. The Womack Insurance Agency is located at 623 Delaware Street in Perry, or you can call Steve at 580-336-6300. Steve also invites you to visit his website at www.farmersagent.com/SWomack. Farmers Insurance, we've got you covered.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. And the final tonight, Perry Maroons are victorious 42-12. And we're going to go ahead and turn it over to the stats of the ball game. Actually, before we do that, the players of the game tonight are Dawson Padilla. He had a great night throwing the ball. We'll go over his stats in a minute. And defensive player of the game tonight will be Brian Hatfield. So congratulations to both of them. We've got an offensive and a defensive player. Overall player of the night, I'm going to give it to Braden Sweet. He just ran some great routes. So overall player of the game will be Braden Sweet with those great routes, 2 receiving touchdowns. Johnny on the spot recovering in the end zone. The offensive player of the game, Dawson Padilla, and your defensive player of the game, Brian Hatfield. So there you go, and we're going to give it to Mike for some stats of the ball game. And this is brought to you by Steve Womack Insurance Agency, the Farmers Insurance in Perry, Oklahoma.
Thank you, Brock, and we'll start with the home team, because we are their guests. They had 197 total yards, the Buccaneers did, and it's interesting to note that on the 2 scoring drives, they got 130 yards, and the second scoring drive was against the second team, so 67 yards on the other drives. That's a nice night for the defense. They had 70 passing, 127 rushing. They had 2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, they did. 2 rushing touchdowns. No turnovers. And only 4 penalties for 37 yards. Both teams were pretty clean. Over to Perry's side, 295 total. Would have had over 300, but had a couple of miscues and had some negative yardage there towards the end. But 178 through the air with the 2 touchdowns, 117 rushing with, I guess we'll call that 3 touchdowns rushing. Interesting stat with the sweet touchdown. 1 turnover early in the game and did great to not commit more. 4 penalties, 31 yards. Very clean game for both teams. And this is an interesting stat. Perry only had the ball, only possessed it 12 minutes and 35 seconds for the game and scored 42 points. So that kind of tells you where their field position was. I had Perry on 3rd downs. Looks like they were 0 for 5. No, I think they got 1. I think they were 1 for 5 tonight, Brock. Didn't really have very many opportunities for that with all the short fields. 6 first downs for Perry. Again, a lot of explosive long touchdowns. That'll be the reason for that. And Tonkawa was 7 of 14 on 3rd down. That's a bright spot for him. And 14 first downs. That attributes to the kind of offense they run. And you get a lot of 3rd and 2s, so you get a lot of first downs for them. 14 in the game. Individually, Padilla 10 of 14 for 178 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sweet had 3 receptions for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. And individually, Colby had a short night, 6 carries for 80 yards, and but he had 2 rushing touchdowns because that's what Colby does. He scores touchdowns. So I'll send it back over to you, Brock.
I got 2 scores of interest, one area, one district. Cushing takes a defeat and get this one. Perkins wins 50-49 after being down 28-7 in the in the first half. So Perkins comes back and wins 50-49, gets a district win there. Actually, they're not in the district. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Cushing is 3A now. And then here's a district score. Alva takes it on the chin to Hennessy, 58-8. That is the final. Hennessy, I think, called off the Wolves. And here's another final, another Perry coach that used to be here. 22-7, Woodward wins over Elgin. The double wing in full force for the Woodward Boomers. And I'm sorry, I do not like saying that word, but I just said it. So I'm looking for some other area scores. Don't see any more. Love to have a Pawnee score, a Newkirk score. See if Blackwell got their second win. See if we can get a couple of the district scores before we get out of here. We're going to take another break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. Get you set for homecoming next week as the Pawnee Black Bears come to town. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
The world needs a lot of energy to run, so we care about where and how it's produced. At Devon Energy, we're not just providing energy, but responsible ways to supply it. That's why we're proud supporters of the areas where we live and work. Because just as important as what the world needs today is what it needs for tomorrow. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
Campbell Communications is proud to sponsor and to bring you Perry Maroon Athletics. To become a sponsor, please visit www.campbellcommunicationsok.com or call and ask for Brock at 405-204-4246. Campbell Communications, where we bring the game to you.
More than 1 million wild animals are killed each year illegally. Poaching is a major threat to our country's wildlife. I'm Tom Barry. I'm an actor with a desire to preserve living space for wildlife. The Humane Society Wildlife Land Trust does just that. Work with private landowners to protect wildlife, to preserve natural habitats. To learn more or to work with the Humane Society Wildlife Land Trust, call 800-729-SAVE. That's 800-729-SAVE, or visit wildlifelandtrust.org. Thank you.
When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra. A real person. Don't buy from an 800 number with a voicemail menu. The Womack Agency is here to help you with all of your insurance needs, auto, home life, and business. You can visit them at 623 Delaware Street right here in Perry, Oklahoma, or call them at 580-336-6300. You can also visit their website at www.farmersagent.com/SWomack.
And welcome back to Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw getting a wrap up here as the Perry Maroons victorious 42-12 as we start District 2A one play. And Mike, not much else to say. It's just complete domination from start to finish for Perry over just a very mismatched Tonkawa football team this year.
Yeah, and get, like you said, got the taste out of the mouth from that Stroud game, which Well, I'm even more impressed with Stroud now.
Yeah.
After the fact. I mean, they did a really good job on us. So, they're a tough team. So that's not like a loss where we look back, gosh, I had that. How do you lose to Stroud? That's not a good loss. There are no good losses, but come out tonight on fire, opened up quick, 14-6, 20-6 lead really quickly. What we wanted them to do,
Yeah.
And I really don't have much. There's really nothing to add. I mean,
we've said it.
Yeah, we've said it.
We've said it all tonight,
and it's in the numbers too. You can see why
Mhm.
it's 42-12 with the field position that we had and the quick strikes. And
what was the total yardage for Perry tonight?
Only 295 because we had how many short fields?
We had short fields,
yeah
so it's not that impressive, but Tonkawa did.
Yeah, 3 possessions start inside the 50, and then 2 started inside 55. 2 others started inside 55 yards. And that attributed to that. And the 31-yard drive and 15-yard drive were both touchdowns, I believe. So.
Well, now you got the Pawnee Black Bears coming to town next week to try and upset the Perry Maroons in homecoming, and it's going to be very, very tough to do that because Pawnee, Perry won 28-14 last year, and Pawnee a very sloppy game, but Perry was still transitioning. Dawson Padilla was starting to get the starting role that last 3 games of the year, and Perry had a 3-game winning streak as they closed the year. But Pawnee, let's just be honest, partner, they're going to be overmatched again. It's probably going to be the same scenario that we saw tonight. And I think Perry's going to definitely go to 2-0 in the district and 4-1 on the year. And then they've got an interesting with Cashin the week after that. The Cashin is no slouch, ladies and gentlemen. They're a good team, but they're Class A, so we'll see what happens. But first things first, we're going to have homecoming with Pawnee. Got a new coach. They're breaking in this year. They were taking on Blackwell tonight. Don't have a score of that one, but definitely homecoming. You're back in the friendly confines of Daniels Field, and last time we lost there. So we will remember that. We want to win at our home turf and protect the home turf.
Absolutely, partner. And I don't know enough about Pawnee to make an assessment, except I do know Keaton Page played there.
Keaton Page played basketball there. And
other than that, I'm not too familiar with Pawnee.
He's for the good guys now, though. But and I told him that when I was at the football game. I saw him out there. I was like, I'm glad you're not torching my alma mater anymore. He goes, who's that? And I said, Perry. He goes, oh, yeah, I kind of did that. But who didn't he do that, too?
Exactly.
So, but anyways, that's going to put a wrap on the festivities here tonight as Perry upsets. Actually, it's not really an upset. Perry takes down Tonkawa at their homecoming. Next week is Perry's homecoming. It's going to be another Penn Network broadcast. It'll be on Channel 59, I think. I'll make sure of that. I'll post it on the Facebook and all that good stuff, and on the website, all the details will be there. We're going to have the homecoming starts at 5:30. I'm going to be commentating on the homecoming for the TV broadcast, and then our radio broadcast will pick up at 6:45, and then they'll take the stream from there as well. So you can listen to me and Mike as well on your phone, internet. You can watch us if you have the Sudden Link, but you can also watch us live on YouTube. Anywhere you can watch us live on YouTube. It's a live feed on YouTube. You can go to the City of Perry YouTube channel and go there, and you can watch the game live next week as it's happening, and then it will be on Campbell Communications YouTube page as well. So I invite you to subscribe to the YouTube page of City of Perry and Campbell Communications so you can keep up on the details. Also, Facebook, like us, Campbell Communications, Twitter, Camcom OK, and just check out our website. We have everything you need and more on the website and Facebook and all that stuff.
Looks like Blackwell was up 28-0 in the fourth quarter.
Blackwell 28-0 in the fourth quarter, so it looks like they're going to get their second win in this year, so they'll go 2-2. So we're going to go ahead and call it 28-0 Blackwell over Pawnee. So having said that, Pawnee is in for a rough ride next week, I think. So, but anyways, I want to thank my partner Mike Shaw here, doing a great job as usual, spotting and doing the defensive stats and all the stats for me. I appreciate his help week in and week out. He's been a great addition this year. Hope you've enjoyed him. He's got some great compliments from people that have listened. I've already told him that. So,
and I appreciate that.
And I want to thank Kevin McCoy back in the studio, our board op, doing everything he can to get us on the air, getting the right breaks and all that stuff, and keeping me in line because I'm not an engineer. Obviously, I figured that out tonight. And I want to thank you, the fans, the alumni who are listening to us wherever you are. We appreciate everything you do for us. Thank all of our sponsors up and down the line as well. So tonight, at the final time, the score was Perry 42, Tonkawa 12. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening.